Hey guys, Rich here. Welcome back to the RCINFORMER YouTube channel. How's everybody doing? I want to do a quick audio check once again. Make sure I'm not broadcasting any erroneous sounds from other videos and stuff. So if you guys don't mind texting me and let me know y'all are here and you're getting good audio and everything. So Victor's here in the house. Victor RC Jets, Mike Bird. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this thing too. This is pretty neat. It's weird because it looks like it's almost in a car-sized box. So let's see. What do we got? Tony Jenkins is here. Looks like a real nice size PA-18. Hey folks, be there soon. Let's see. My stream is showing everything's good. Oh, that was me reading my own thing. Let's see. That's oh, I just moved that thing. Let's see, sounds good. That's from Dennis Malovich. Matovich. Oh, man, let me check that out. Matovich, that's right. I knew that was right. That's my eyesight. My eyes are dry here. So let's see. All right, guys. We'll start this up here pretty soon. So we got the new FMS PA-18 1300. I love the PA-18s that FMS makes. There's several sizes, as you can see. There's the mini-me version right here. This is a ready to fly. These are all available on the websites too, guys, now. So you guys can go to, and in fact, you know what? I'll actually throw that up there. You guys can get this stuff at, you know, Horizon, FMS Hobby, you know, FMS. So like if I go to FMS here, let me flip over to this real fast. I'll just kind of throw this up. FMS is having Black Friday sales too, guys. So here's the 1300 millimeter PA-18 on the site. So let me put this in here, PA-18. I'm just doing a quick search in the window. Throw that up there. If you guys do a search like that for PA-18, you'll come up with all the planes and the parts, okay? So if you guys go to fmshobby.com, there's the 1300. It's $199. Okay, keep in mind, guys, I got discount codes in the description box below the video, so you know, please use those. You know, it gives you guys a little discount on some of this stuff. I'm not sure which ones are working right now because sometimes they time out and things. But anyway, you can see all the parts. And then also when you go to do a search like this too, there's also, it brings up the other airplanes. There's the 1700 millimeter, which is the one I got right back here, the one you guys have seen in all the videos, because I have done a bunch of videos of that. It's a nice plane. Let's see what else we got. I went the wrong way. I'm looking at the screen. Sorry, guys. I'm just flipping around. And then I'm trying to get to the, I don't know, it's got car parts here. What the heck is up with that? Well, I thought that PA-18, I thought they showed it here. All right, well, anyway, maybe it's not here. So the little one I think is on here. That's like a little ready-to-fly deal. So maybe I missed it. All right, let me go back to one. Anyway, you can type in PA-18 and go there. Also, guys, you can get this at Fair RC. Okay, I got Fair RC links below and stuff, so, you know, check that out. In fact, I'll throw that up here real fast. I mean, look, actually, let me see if it's there. Here's Fair RC. You know, they're in line with FMS, you know, so you're sort of buying from one and the same, I guess. They got lots of cars there and everything, so we got more on the Bad Baby mod, too. We'll show you guys that. Amy's getting that stickers on it and stuff. We might do that this weekend even, so here, let's see. Let me see. Oh, let me try typing this in. What the heck? Let's go PA-18. Let's try that and see if that works out there. PA-18. Yeah, maybe the same stuff on there. Very similar. They use the same photos, of course. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so Fair RC. If you guys want the little one, the ready to fly, there's 30 bucks off on it, it looks like right now. They call it Easy RC. That's just the branding they put on it. So anyway, you get a ready to fly Cub, little one. We got the 1300 you guys can see right here. And again, I got all links for this down below, guys, in the description below the video and others. So, all right, let me do a quick kind of head count again here, see who's chiming in. I just want to give everybody a little time to get in. We got about 20 guys here coming in, so let's see. Johnny Cornett's in the house. Adam Hampton's around. Adam, thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. And who else we got? Francisco Echevarria. Hello, Rich. Greetings from Virgo in Spain. Next time I come to Spain, I'll have to look you up there. Hey, Rich, like to take the time for a moment. Wish you and your family happy Thanksgiving. Yep, happy Thanksgiving to everybody too. That's from Johnny Cornett. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep, it's Thanksgiving weekend. I just been working my butt off. I just got home yesterday. I almost did this unbox and assembly yesterday, but man, I was tired. I got back. I set it all up, and I said, you know what, let me just wait till tomorrow, because it was sitting there at the door when I got home. It was cool. So. Matthew Kiefer's here. Hello from France. All right. I'll be coming there eventually here soon too. So, Marty Manisto. Hey, Rich, your friend Marty from Canada. All right. We're here from Canada. We got MM Mastercross. Am I reading that right? Yeah, MM Mastercross from Texas. All right, everybody's coming from all over. I appreciate y'all showing up. So we'll just give everybody just a little more time and talk about a few things. Victor RC Jet's going to get the, am I going to get the E-flite F-14? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll review one here shortly. I got so much stuff going on. Yeah, I'd like to. I love F-14s. You guys know, done a lot of F-14 videos and stuff. But I don't have any plans to do it, but, you know, you never know. We'll see. You guys know me, I prefer planes. I mean, I don't mind the hand launch belly land stuff, but I prefer stuff with landing gear and that kind of thing, take off and land, that kind of concept. But yeah, no, I mean, I like the, let's see, Mike Bird, I am Victor, just seen Ryan's video. Yeah, I hear they're pretty cool, but I don't know, they've been out of stock for so long. We'll kind of see, so. But anyway, I appreciate you guys using my links below. I do have Horizon links, so if you guys want to support the channel with it, we got links below that you can click on for Horizon and just go to their main page and stuff. And in fact, I think I've got, actually, let me look real quick. There's some of my Super Cub videos of the other Super Cub. And then let me go, here, this is the one with Amy. We just did a hand launch video with Amy there, that you guys probably saw. Again, if you guys are getting bad audio, let me know. Somebody's calling me. Yep, I'm getting more and more phone calls. Yeah, from different groups. Sorry about that, guys. I got to keep it active. You never know when work calls or something. Anyway, here, let's see. I was going to look at something real quick because I don't remember. I think I put some of these links down below. Let me see. Here, if I open up, like if you go to the bottom of my video, guys, all my videos, really, I put links down here for everything. So I have a generic link that goes right to Horizon, for example. Let me see if I put that in there. F-14. And let me see, did I put that in there? Horizon. You know, I never put the F-14 in there. Maybe there wasn't a link for it or whatever. So, but anyway, if you guys want to support the channel, you're going to get something through Horizon or Hobby Zone or anybody. If you just go right to the links below my videos and click on those, like it'll take you straight over to the Horizon main page there. And if you get something through here, guys, that supports the channel. So, and you can tell that by looking at the link bar at the top. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you look right here, you can usually see where it says something like, here, let me see if I can scroll to it. Here, it shows affiliate campaign, and it just depends on, some of us have numbers, some of us have names. I'll highlight them up there. That just happens to be mine, 268,177. So that's, if you look at the progress bar, you know, you can see kind of right over, no, sorry, up here. That's how you know it's an affiliate campaign. And sometimes it can be on somebody else's because it sticks a cookie from someone else's video or something on your computer. But anyway, if you click on my link, it'll go through there, and that supports us, guys. We're always going to try our best to always be a free channel. Okay, so I don't do any Patreon stuff. Maybe I should. Maybe in the future I will. But everything I do is just kind of free stuff for everybody. I just try to give out the information, tell you what I think about stuff, show you how to make things work better, and anyway, we do appreciate you guys using our links. Let me see, I got some stuff. I've been chatting with let's see, I've been talking with Air Guardian about the SU-27, so we've been having a good exchange of stuff. So he's pretty cool. He knows a lot of stuff. He's an engineer, so he knows a lot of this stuff. So and it's cool. So, and I used to flight instruct and teach a lot of this stuff. We've been chatting back and forth about doing turns and stability and static and dynamic stability and all that kind of stuff. So I used to teach that in classrooms, and he's an engineer, so we've been having a good discussion. So I asked him to come to the live show, but he's going to skip. He's probably busy at work or something, so I don't blame him. So I'm lucky I'm not working right now. So, But yeah, it's yeah, the Sequoia video turned out real nice. I like that. That was just general flying of the plane. So yeah, these are they're available here. Let me back up a little bit. This is the video with Miss Amy there, or not Miss Amy, but I have her in the thumbnail there. Why is this frozen? It might be just taking some time to load here. Let me go back one click real quick. But yeah, the Sequoia video was nice, and I'm doing more of them. This is just the first day out. We flew it a bunch of times, so I was surprised that we were going to see these in the U.S. and the J11 even. So, but man, it flew so nice out of the box for me. I mean, it took off well, landed well on grass, and it handled real well. And that's just first day, so we'll do more flying with that as the days go on, and the J11. So I've got some programs I actually put in the J11 to do some cool stuff with, more cool stuff with. But anyway, here, let's see what we got. Here, let's see where we're going at with this. Here, let me cancel. Let me do a pause on that. Yeah, that plane handles so well. I love the look of that airplane. I've been waiting for this plane for years. I love the paint job on it. It's cool. Here, let's see. There it is right there. I love that plane. All right, let's see what we got. Let me kill the website thing. I think. Let me see what you guys are chatting at me about. Let me look and see how many guys we got going here. Still 24 guys here, it looks like. Let's see. Mark Atkinson's in the or Atkins is in the house from the UK. Mike Bird shipping now. Yeah. Waiting on a back order from Horizon. But yeah, like I said, guys, if there's been a back order on that F-14 for quite some time, so yeah. So, but again, even if I haven't done a video on it, guys, if you do want one, you want to support the channel, you can go through my link to get it, and that helps out, like I said. Let's see, what do we got? Who else is in the house? Mike Bird, we said Mark Asset, Mike Bird. Let's see, who else? Let's see, Rich, love the way you never ask for anything. Yeah, I don't really, I mean, I'm lucky I don't have to, I got a good career where I don't need to, kind of do the money thing, so I kind of never really have gone there. But hey, in the future, maybe I'll do Patreon or some other stuff, but for right now, I just kind of leave it that way. And the thing is I know a lot of guys do, live shows, and they're doing, and I think I've got it monetized, but I don't really, I'd rather you guys keep your money, buy a cool plane, man. You don't need to give it to me. But if you get something, you do it through my link. Again, you're basically sort of giving me a little something, but it doesn't cost you anything to do it. So it's kind of the same thing. So and it's basically free for everybody. So it's cool. Free is good. So let's see. Let's see, Matty. God, I'm having a hard time. I should have brought my eye drops with me. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Matthew Kiefer. He said I crashed his PA-18 5 times, and he fly more time. I guess he says he keeps flying. Marquez, you coming to UK next June for the Weston Park Show? I don't know. Maybe I could, I guess. Rusty Love is here. Hi, have you done the FMS pits? Yes, I've done the FMS pits. So if you want to check that out, what you can do is if you go to my channel, type in FMS pits, pits, RC. Here, let me put that up. I'll just throw that up there real fast, and then we'll get to this here. Here, I'll put the websites up there. No, it didn't show up. Let's try that again. Get that going. So yeah, if you type in, here, let me throw that up there, FMS pits, RC Informer, we'll do that. Type that in there, and you type in RC Informer, boom, you'll come up with all my pits videos. These are a little bit older videos. I mean, one of them's got 37,000 views on it, 9.8, I got an unbox, and there's other reviews too, but that's how you find my videos. Type in FMS pits or FMS Corsair, and then put RC Informer, and that's how you'll find all my videos I've done to kind of see, how it is. It seems to be the best way to search for them anyway. So yeah, so I love the pits. It's nice. Let's see. Let me close this up. Let me get back to the chat log there real fast, and we'll get in on this thing. So. Let's see, just got Hangar 9 Tango. Yeah, that's from Mark Avid. Charles McDaniel's in the house. Mike Bird. Ghost RC is here. FMS Pits is a great plane. Yep, it's a good model. You get a lot of bang for the buck out of it. It's big. Like when you build it, it's got mass to it because of the 2 wings. So let's see, Mark Kreminski. Mark Kraminski, salute from Poland. All right. Hey, just recently come across your videos. Love your FMS 800 Warbird video and the 64mm Rafale. And we'll be having more on both of those probably. Any idea if FMS is going to have the future 90mm back in sale? I'm not sure what you're talking about. The Futura? You Futura 80 or the Scorpion? I'm not sure what you're talking about. By the way, would an afterburner fit in the small Rafale? Mark Kraminski saying. I think that's an outrunner, so probably not. So you could still put lights in there like in a ring around it and hook it up. But air hammer's in the house. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? Salute from Poland. Wow, we got guys from all over the place here. Awesome. 30 guys coming in. Okay, I'm still going to let it build a little bit here, and then we'll start the unboxing. I haven't been in this, guys. I cracked the corner open and pushed on the rubbery wheels and stuff just to check it out. So because people have been screaming with that. Let's see about that. Let's see. Love FMS. They're a very good model. Yeah, FMS, in my mind, guys, FMS has always made the best. Even in the beginning, when there were issues in quality control with all foam airplanes. They really were, though. I just saw the potential in the FMS stuff, always liked it, and been doing the product testing and R&D with them for years now, but I've always thought just the quality's always been good, the potential was there. Man, they've gotten so good now. It's like, yeah, I'm digging all the FMS stuff. I just like how they're made, and they're always making them better, so... let's see, Airhammer, Rusty Love said, did you like it? I'm not sure what he's talking about, afterburner kit, whatever. Who else is in the house? Rusty, Tall Guy RC, getting my FMS 0 today. Oh, good. I'm not sure which one you got. I got the Mini-Me one here, so I've got that about ready to go. I've got linkages and stuff set up, and in fact, I'll probably talk about that. We may discuss that a little bit here. I might make a special video because guys have been asking about it and stuff. So let me check real quick my upper camera, make sure it's working, make sure my my singularity here is working on my website here. Somebody's calling me again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see, just call after call after call. So anyway, let me go back to getting lots of calls here. So, but yeah, I may talk about this with, in fact, what I wanted to show everybody was the tail on this plane, because I got, here, let me kind of close this up. Yeah, what I decided to do on this one, I just did this today actually, was use some of these linkages here. The stock linkages, which we kind of talked a little bit about, and getting the slop and the play out of the linkages. And I'll show you here kind of what I did. And let me pull this ball link off, because I actually just popped this on a little while ago. I used the standard ball links, okay, which come with the plane. Okay, but what I did was and I'll probably talk about this a little later. Like I said, I'm waiting for more guys to come into the show here. So, but what I'm going to do is carefully, if I can do this, if I can maneuver this in such a way. Let me see, I'm probably blocking my microphone now. See if I hope I don't mess this up when I take it out. Yeah, there we go. And you can see what I did. I took, and this is like splitting the atom here. Let me back that off a little bit. But you can see right there, I actually roughed up the surface, okay, of the inside of the horn on this one. And then I filled it with JB Weld. And I stuck 4-minute JB Weld. And then I stuck some wax paper on both sides with some pliers to squeeze it together. I let it dry, and then I drilled the hole out, okay? And then that's how you eliminate some of the play or the slop or whatever in the controls if you don't have new linkages to use. I was running out of linkages is the problem I had. I'm like, rather than sticking a bigger pin in here, let me use the same pin, but I got to shrink the hole. So that was one of the issues. I've let FMS know all about this and stuff. It's hard for them to change things midstream and stuff. But you can see by making that hole smaller, now the pin fits tightly. There's no flight control surface play in there. And I did that to pretty much all the linkages, like even on the wings and stuff. So it's a little bit overkill. It's a little bit time consuming to do that kind of thing, but putting just a little bit of JB Weld in there, or at least filling the hole and then just re-drilling it. CA won't stick to nylon, unfortunately, and it doesn't stick to this nylon. Actually, JB Weld doesn't stick that great to it either, and some of the acrylics and all the other stuff. But if you roughen the surface with a needle file in there, or like a diamond burr or something like that, which is what I did, you notice it's basically like I just put in like almost like a bushing, and that's almost kind of what it's like. It's sort of like a JB weld bushing, but again, I just re-drilled the hole, and you can see now I got a play-free system now, and that's what makes these little planes fly so well. If you can get all of that slop kind of out of the system on these things, the little planes will fly a whole lot better. So, but yeah, there's 3 sizes of these things too, folks. So, I mean, geez, you go to FMS and type in 0. Let's see what comes up. Let's type in 0, and a whole bunch of stuff comes. Let's see what comes up. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose with these searches here. Oh, here, actually, let me type in. Let me give you the. Sorry, I didn't put the website back up there. So yeah, if you type in FMS 0 or 0 in the search box, let's see what comes up. 0, probably all the. I just clicked on the gun link there. So this should bring up all the different sizes generally. If not on the first page, usually at least the second page. So yeah, let me click on that. There they are. There they are. So if you go here, you guys can get the 1400 millimeter 0. You can see right here, right there. And then there's an 800 millimeter 0, and then there's the 1100 millimeter 0, which I got right over there on the wall, which we looked at before. So, and again, guys, I got these all available through my links below if you guys want to help out, you know, the channel at all. So, and again, I'll go back to that real fast. Like if you click here, let me go back to the home page here. Where was I looking at that thing at? Calling again. My God, everybody wants to get a hold of me here. Yeah, that's a scam caller. Lots of scam callers. Here, let me close that. Stop that thing from going. Yeah, like I said, if you open this up below, I think I put most of this stuff. Like if you scroll all the way to the bottom, I think I put FMS WARBIRDS right here. And I think I put a, yeah, you see I put a 0 link. I don't know if you can see that towards the, sort of towards the middle here. Kind of like right over here. I put a 0 link, so you guys can actually just click on that, and it should take you right to all the zeros. I tried to make it easy for you guys to get to, and like I said, it's not always the first page. Sometimes you got to go to the second page. I don't know why it doesn't. It's just an alphabetical thing or a search criteria thing or something, but it'll take you to all the 0 parts and stuff. So even if you guys need parts, if you guys use my links, man, it really helps out. It's awesome. All right, let me close this up, and let's see what we got here. Close the windows, get right back to what we're talking about, and see who else is here. Mike Bird. Okay, guys, I think we're going to start. We got about 30. I think we plateaued out. Guys can come back and watch later, but we're going to get into the unboxing of this deal here, guys. I love the PA-18 Cubs that FMS makes, especially the 1700. The 1300 is probably going to be a popular size, but you know, here if I scroll up here a little bit, hopefully I can do this without breaking stuff. But this is my my 1700 millimeter. Okay, which you guys have seen in a lot of videos. My Lord, I'm going to have to turn that ringer off. Another scam call. I'm just doing it in case I got kids around and stuff, guys, so I'm just leaving it on. Just in case something goes down or kids call me and go, hey, I was in a car wreck or something, you know. Not that that'll happen, but I just want to, you know, kind of stay with the kids there or just be ready. So, but yeah, the 1700 Cub, guys, it's totally awesome. It's one of my favorite flying planes. Oh, I almost lost my Corsair back there. So this is the big one, and we'll do a size comparison afterwards. But actually, I did want to give you guys one heads up, too. If we go, like we talked about here, let me see if I can put this back on here. Yeah, PA-18, there's Cub, and you go RCINFORMER, spelling difficulties. Yeah, throw that right back in there again. This was one of the videos I just recently put out, which was a grass demo video. If you guys get a chance, this one was fun to watch and fly. And we were flying at sort of a newer site there. But you can see the STOL capabilities of this thing. I mean, they're just unbelievable. This 1700 is bad to the bone. This 13 is probably going to be about the same, just a smaller version of it. So we'll play with it. Big Tundra tires. I mean, these things fly so nicely. So if you guys get an opportunity, watch this video I just put out recently. I think I got only like 2,000 hits, but we did a lot of cool flying with it. It was fun to just maneuver it around and do all kinds of things with it. And yeah, it's yeah, let me see. This part was cool. Yeah, we did so much flying around with this thing. But yeah, it's a good flying airplane, and it's very aerobatic. It's kind of impressive how aerobatic It really is. It doesn't really even seem like it would do all the stuff that, my Lord, you've got to be kidding me. All right, I'm going to turn the ringer off. I'm going to go down to, sorry about that, guys. Let me go back down to, I'll just go down to vibrate so we don't hear that all the time. Sorry about that. I didn't think everybody was going to be calling me at this moment. So, but yeah, look at what this plane does. Look how nicely it flies. This is one of the things I like about it. See how I come down here, straight line, do a touch and go, roll it inverted, just kind of go into a right turn, and then go back into a left turn and push it over. Keep it negative all the way around, and then it's just right to inverted again. I mean, it's like, it's just very controllable, and you know, it's just such an awesome plane. So the Piper Cub, awesome bird. It does more than you would think a Piper Cub would do. Short takeoff and landing, and all that stuff. So let me pause that. Let me kill the website. Let me get this back up. So you guys know the big one. It's a monster. It's 4S. And here, let's see. Let me put this back up here. And let's get into this, as the Officer Tatum says. All right. Let me throw the chat log up so I can see what you guys are saying. No, I put pause again, or get this going. All right, here we go. We're getting into this. Let's get into this. Rich, does it have a gyro reflex? Yes, it does. Air hammer. Kids come first. Yeah, that's right. I just want to keep in contact. Something's going down. But hard body RC trucks are bringing the market amazing detail. Yeah, the trucks are killer. You know, again, there's one of them right there. That's my Patriot trucker, I call it. So yeah, they've just, FMS has kind of taken over the truck world. So, but that's how FMS always has done things, guys. They'll make something, and there'll be something around, you know, that that people are doing well, and then often FMS they'll just do it better. that's just how they are. That's how they get into things. So, all right, guys, we are going to get into this plane. Let's check this out. Let's see how we're doing with this. Who do we got? We got 30 guys here, so I think we're good. That's pretty good for a weekday. I wanted to do it now, because I wanted to get this in, you know, kind of before Thanksgiving and stuff, because we'll be kind of busy with all that. So, PA-18 Super Cub, guys, Reflex 2, 1300 millimeter, running on a 3S pack. So they got some neat pictures of this thing all the way around. You know, they've got a lot of detail on here. Let me see if I can go to this side here and see if we can kind of get in on that a little bit. There's our details. There's a lot of stuff with this, so I don't need to go too crazy with this. But there we go. Pre-installed ball links, push rods for increased precision, all that stuff. 850 kV motor. Like I said, I don't know the specs on this. I'm reading these with you guys first time. So 40 amp ESC, adequate thrust. Let's see, CNC machine landing gear, which is real nice. So this could be a good stole plane for sure, and good on rough terrain. Oversized pneumatic tires, which they finally put some soft ones on this thing. Stole capable. I bet you I can do better than 3 meters. I can guarantee that. Let's see, pre-installed nav lights and landing lights. Okay, it's got lights, cool. 2-section fuselage, 2-piece wing. High-strength carbon fiber wing spar, screw together assembly, larger battery tray. Tough 2-blade, nylon propeller, functional flaps, optional floats. So guys, yes, we can do floats with this thing. So I'm psyched. I love making Piper Cubs, or especially these PA-18s, you know, into float planes. I just love flying float models. And there we'll look at the specs real fast. It looks like it's 986, so about 1 meter long, 13 on the wingspan. Specs are looking good there at 1,300 or 51 inches, 38 inches long. There's the weight, motor, speed controller, 9 grams, 6 servos. It looks like it's got radio 6 channel. So they do make this in a ready to fly too, so you want the radio, but I'd rather do the plug and play and use my own radio and have the features to. There's the LiPo battery, 3-cell, 2200. Probably take a bigger one than that. So, all right, guys, let's get into it. Let's take it out of here. Let's see. It's a little midget box. I thought this was a car when it showed up, because FMS is making like a bunch of, I think, 1/10 cars now. I thought this was a car, and I was like, holy crap, how did it get to be so short? It's like I thought of it right away. I was like, man, it's like the short bus here that I got. So coming with this little box. I think they're doing this for many reasons. One reason is shipping costs. Okay, smaller box, less expensive to ship, and 2, production costs. the larger you make foam molds, the larger you make molds, the more expensive those molds are. So I think they're trying to condense the molds, make the molds smaller. So not only is the production of the plane for them a little less expensive, but also so is the shipping, you know, because shipping's, as we all know, has been stupidly ludicrous lately. So I think that's why they're trying to make smaller boxes and condense things and make things a little bit more efficient. So let's get this out of here. Let's see if it's hopefully not going to fall over here. I've been saving up these box pictures for hanging on my wall for years. I just haven't had a chance to decorate my walls. Eventually I'll get down to it. All right, we just dropped the instructions. So let's see. So we got a manual here, and we'll look through that here in a second. And I can actually go, let me see if I can go top view on this here so y'all can see little combination view there. Let me see if I can get that out of the way. Yep, I just bounced my camera there. So that's what you got. You got your spar down here, it looks like. We got our wing panel. So it's amazing how they've condensed this. Spinners right here, it looks like. So yeah, let's, and then here's the wheels, guys. Here's what we got right here. This is the only part I really have sort of looked at. Let me see, can I turn this upside down without knocking this? Yeah, look. Check out the wheels, guys. Look, they finally did it. Look at that, soft, spongy wheels. I don't know if they filled these with something. I don't think there's air in there. It's like a rubber wheel, but they put like some soft foam. It looks like they contacted Mike Lindell at MyPillow or something and put some put some memory foam in there. That's what it seems like. So yeah, I could do that all day. All right, so so let me zoom out here. Let's go to the top view or front view here, and let's get this out. In fact, you know what? I'll go back down to my regular view there. Let's peel this off first. Let me see what's going down here. Get this landing gear off here. There's something, I don't know. That's just some foam, looks like, to get the gear on. All right, look at that. It's pre-assembled, ready to go. Are those air plugs? Can you fill this with air? Holy smokes. That might be an air fill hole or something. I'll have to look in the manual and see. That might be fillable. Maybe it is filled with air. Holy smokes. So anyway, we'll check that out. But look at that, nice aluminum. Look at that. Nice aluminum hubs. Looks like they're spring fittings, but man, all one piece. It's just so nice how they integrate that in there, you know, and send it all in one piece so you don't have to assemble all this. That's pretty cool. And then there's struts and things down here. So let's flip that around here. We'll go back to this view. Yeah, let's put the gear over there. Man, I like that. Look at that. Nice and mushy. Also, guys, keep in mind, the wheels on this one are hard as a rock, and people complain about that a little bit. But here's the thing. If you're a grass flyer, okay, or you're flying on a rough terrain, in my mind, these are better, okay, for that, okay? These are good for pavement. When you got a hard tire like this on pavement and you're trying to make a smooth landing, you're bouncing around and stuff. So, but these soft tires are great for that. But keep in mind, this with these hard wheels, not great suited for pavement because it's really hard to make a smooth landing. But you got to remember, these are way better on grass. If anything, these sink in. So these will work fine on grass. These are probably softer tires like this are really the best for probably both worlds, if you want to put it that way. But hard wheels are superior on grass. They just are not so great on pavement. So keep that in mind. It's not like hard tires, bad, soft tires good. It just depends on what you're doing with it. If you're flying off like a beach with sand and stuff, hard tires, man, that's like the way to go because they roll on it better. So here, we'll get all this off of here. Get to my top view here again. Flip that over. Let me get this turned this way. Go back and forth. I'm going to have to move that camera control somewhere else. So let's see what we got. Get this thing out of here. Yeah, they kind of nice integral packaging here with everything. See if I can get this where everybody can see this. I'll pull this off of here. Yeah, you want to be careful pulling these off. Let's get that out of there. Pull the wing out. Very nice. You can see it shining back in the reflection from my lights. I've got LED lights on the ceiling, so yeah, really nice. This is basically just a micro version, or not micro, but 1,300 millimeter smaller version of the big airplane. I mean, of the 1700. I mean, they did. Look at it. Look at it. It's got the Look, it's got the wing lights and everything. And look, they painted the lenses. That's beautiful. Look at that. They painted them. Same thing with the landing light. Look at that. They went ahead and painted all of that. So right around the edge. I mean, what a nice job on that. So it's really just a smaller kind of version of that. So, but anyway, here, let me switch views real quick. We'll get this wing out here. You can see it's a nice size panel. Really, really nice. Let me put that down there. And then we'll pull this out of here. Get rid of that. Here, I'll get back to the top view. What the heck, might as well, because we have a pretty good view of what that all looks like. Let me just slide this over here. So there's our next wing, getting that out of there. It looks like everything's all set up. They got the control horns, one hole in, it looks like, and let's see, same thing on this. So you can go out a little farther if you want to, you know, for more movement. But you got to remember, every time you go outwards on movement, okay, or out on the control, you're loading up your servos more too. So if your servos start failing on you, that might be why, because you're putting more stress on the servos. You're actually overloading the servos. And you got less torque. You got more movement, but you got a lot less torque. So on the servo and on the control surface, and you can strip your servo a whole lot easier. Let's see, here's our spinner right here in the corner. That's an interesting spinner. It's like three. I love looking at the new stuff that FMS puts out. It's like a three-piece here spinner. Here, let me see if I can zoom in here for everybody. Look at that. That's really cool. Look at that. So nice metal threads in there. Nice three-piece spinner. I don't know if this is from something else and they just molded it in a different color. It might be. I'm not recalling exactly the spinner, but yeah, that's super nice. So yeah, let's back this out. Get back into the box. Interesting design on this. Look how this is set up in here. Oh, sorry about that. Let me lower my table a little better, and I'll get you guys a little slightly better view here. Yeah, my camera's rocking. If my cameras are rocking, don't come and knocking, I guess, here. Let's see. So, all right, so we got all this stuff. These are interesting foam pieces they've got to get this in here. Look at the tail. They're definitely using some serious angularized CAD drawings here, CAD computers or something. But like, here's your spars. That's probably your tail spar. That's probably your wing spar. We'll put those down over here. Because look at the angles of these. They're using unusual angles now to really Tetris all the parts in here. So that's pretty impressive. I like how that's done. Let's get that out of there. Let's pull this. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, the construction of this is so cool. I'm surprised they didn't make this one piece, you know, the whole fuselage, because it's not really that long. But again, we're talking probably production costs to get the prices down, and also shipping costs, and that's what's good about this. Besides, if you really need to break your plane down, unplugging this probably makes it easier. And this all screws. Look at that. There's a screw hole right there where you screw it in, and then there's one on the bottom too, and they're metal threaded. So yeah, really nice. So we'll see how this all goes together. We'll put this down over here, and then let me pull this piece out. Yeah, this is interesting. They're really going crazy with the box design. I'm just impressed with how the box is designed. So here's your wing struts. Those are all assembled, ready to go. Put in there real nicely. Here's parts bag, or no, this is your Reflex programming cable. They give you a sub-C. When you buy a lot of FMS planes, you will never have a problem with running out of sub-C data cables, because they come with every plane and every Reflex you buy, Sal. So and since everything runs on them, they're nice to have. And the other thing too is here's the thing about them. The sub-C cables that come with FMS stuff, they're not cheapies. They come with well, at least they don't seem to be. They come with a really nice black rubber band here, but also the thing is these are actually a tough cable, and they're not like a little miniature thing. They're, I don't know, what's that, 3 feet or something? So they give you a nice sub-C cable with every plane you buy from them. So yeah, talk about devices, man. You got tons of cables when you buy FMS stuff. You'll never have to shop at Amazon for those. So here's parts right here. I've got there's screws, looks like a Y harness, and cotter pins, or R-clips they call them, for getting the wings on, straps and stuff for floats and landing gear mounts and stuff. So we'll take a close look at that here shortly. And then our prop is down in here. Let's get that out of there if I can get to it. Yeah, that's hard to reach. Well, I can get to it. I can't. There we go. Nice prop. What size is that? It's an 11.7, so tough prop. Looks real nice. It's pretty sturdy. Yeah, looks nice. So it's probably carbon reinforced or whatever. And then here's our fuselage. That just comes right out. And I'm impressed. The box is cool as it's on its own. Actually, you know what? The elevator's right here. Let me pull that out. They slid that in the side. They really have this stuff compact, and they've really got it concise, so it goes together really well. So look at this. This is cool. This is our elevator joiner. Look at that. In fact, look at that. They went hexagonal. Look at that. They're going crazy with this stuff. Here, let me zoom in. That's a hexagon. Look at that. I have not seen one of those. Usually they make it like a D-ring or something, and then here's our spar slot, and then here's our our connector. Look at that. That all snaps together. Here, let me zoom out. It's impressive. It's like Christmas time for me when I get to show a new plane like this. This is just a lot of fun doing this. Nice plastic pieces. Look at that. They've even got the little bit of the sort of the corrugations or the simulated fabric over ribs and spars and stuff. So nice doublers here. It's a foam hinge, but it's laminated. You can see the laminate on there. FMS has always done a good job with a foam hinge because they laminate them, you know, like that. So they're real pretty tough. And then, but yeah, this goes together. Let's see how this, see if I can get this to pop together like this. I'm assuming that's going to snap on me. Here, hang on a second. Let's do this. Let me pull this apart. Let me grab the spar down here real quick. It's on the table because the spar goes between the two of these. So let me stick that in there. That goes in. Yeah, I like the construction. This is smooth, man. Look at the leading edge. I mean, the leading edge of this. Yeah, very nice. Glassy. Yeah, glassy, smooth. Look at that. You can see, like I said, the lights are letting you see the reflection there. You guys can see the detail on that. So real, real nice. So we got 40 guys watching. I do appreciate you guys coming again. So let's snap this in. Let me push this. Now, that's actually got to come up, I think. Try to pop that in. There we go. It's just snapped in there. Yeah, okay, so it popped in. So you press this, and it didn't really snap, but I can feel it's locked. So you push this, and then that's how you get it apart, I guess. Hopefully I can get it apart. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So you got to be careful. It is kind of snagging a little bit, but there's a little dot right there that this locks into. You can see that kind of right in there. So yeah, you can assemble and disassemble at the field and stuff. So yeah, really neat. I like that. But it's clean, man. This tail is clean. It's just glass. It's like glassy smooth, the finish. Very cool. It's not painted white, but pretty good. Pretty nice. All right, let's get that down. And then we'll get the fuselage out, as we were just talking about. I think that's it, guys. I don't think there's anything else in the box here. Again, don't throw your box out until you finish building the plane, because if you do that, you know, you might end up throwing some part out that they stuck in some crevice somewhere, or throw your wrench out like I could have there. But so yeah, get your plane assembled before you, you know, throw stuff out, throw the boxes out. So. And there we go. There's our fuselage. So let me go back to our normal view, and you guys can see, you know, really all the parts here. We've got fuselage. We've got our tail section that's just going to go in there. They just kind of assemble. It looks like there's a nice receiver tube, a carbon tube in there. That'll go together. So, or you can do the long version here, I guess. So they've been doing that to the 737 for years. And anyway, I'll leave that commentary elsewhere. Let's see. There's our wings. And does it have one landing light on the wing? Our tail, our struts, and all the other parts. So this thing's kind of good to go. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions at this point? Trying to see. Flanker Tanker's here. He showed up. All right, guys. Let's see. You should see how quickly you can put it all back in the packaging. Yeah, that'd be a... yeah. That'd be an interesting test. I might have to play the video back to do that. So, let's see. Air Hammer, 45 amp ESC and 4S, same motor prop as the E-flite R7. Okay, if it's the same thing, RV7. Really does not need a reflex. Yeah, none of these need reflexes, but they come with it. And in fact, I don't know that this one even has one. No, this one does. It did. And I got to tell you, I never really put stabilizers in any of my planes, but now they all kind of come with it. So it's kind of anti-productive to take it out. You know, you might as well leave it in there and fly with it, and it does make it easier. What I like about the FMS Reflex, though, is that it's got a couple modes, right? So, so what it is as long as you've got a spare channel with this thing, okay, it's got a fourth cable, right? And that fourth cable lets you plug it into an open channel. As long as you have an open channel, which is the downside because you do need an open channel. But if you plug in right here at the very bottom where it says S-bus, and I just made it so you can't see it, that's great. The bottom wire there which says S-bus, which you can use I guess with Futaba stuff, PPM, and then mode. If you plug that wire into an open channel, okay, then, and you can sign that channel, I just went down, sorry about that. You assign that channel, okay, to an open switch, okay, to a 3 position especially. You can turn your stabilizer off. That's the beauty about it. Like, I know with a lot of the AS3X stuff, it's pre-programmed. As soon as you put the throttle above 25%, boom, reflex or stabilization is on AS3X, and you've got stabilization. But you can't really turn it off unless you go in and like deprogram it. That's what I like about these reflexes is that you can assign it to a 3-position switch, and right off the bat, the top position is normally what do they call it? Stabilized mode or whatever, which is basically like safe mode. Okay, it keeps the plane from pitching and banking too much. All the way down, that's your stable. That's your they call it not stabilized mode, optimum mode, optimized mode. That's what they call it. And then that's your wing leveling like AS3X. But in the middle, it's off. So you can turn your gyro off, and that's why I like the reflex, because it's manual, it's mechanical, but you can shut the darn thing off if you don't want it. So that's the beauty of it. And it's pre-programmed that way. So let's see what else we got. Flanker tank, are we gonna miss them? Yeah, wheels, I missed them. Are they hard? No, they're soft, dude. Here, look, they're spongy. Here, I'll go to the top view just for you, man. So that's how mushy they are. And I think they've got an air line. I think they plug, I don't really know. I gotta look, because I'm not really sure. But it's got a little air source. It looks like an air pump line here. So I think they're full of air. So these will be good for grass. These will be good for pavement. They're mushy. They're rubbery. But you see, here's the thing. The downside to these wheels, okay, if you're on pavement, for example, okay, is that they'll grab. Okay, they'll grab a bit. Even on grass, they'll tend to grab. Whereas with the hard wheels, I know people prefer the soft ones, but with the hard ones, when you're on grass, you get into a yaw, it's not going to catch. It's just going to, these things are just going to slide on the grass. So for grass, hard wheels rule. I mean, they just really do. So rubber's good, again, mostly all the way around. But yeah, these are, they answered the call with this one. This is like the first time. I know there's a lot of planes like the Draco and this thing and a couple others with big wheels and stuff. And everybody's like, man, why are the wheels so hard? They're optimized for grass. That's why they're hard. The hard wheels are just like great for grass. Soft is what you need to make a smooth landing on pavement, basically. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're air-filled. I'll look in the manual. We'll kind of see. I got to really look. And in fact, you know, maybe I'll just look right now real fast. Let's see. Here's our reflex program guide here. Let's see. I'll go to show you guys what I'm seeing here. There's our reflex guide. That goes over all the stuff you need to know for that. Let me just look real quick so I answer the question here. There's all our parts. We just kind of went over that. Here, let me zoom in a little closer on here. Yeah, there's all our parts we just kind of went over. And let's see, here's getting our fuselage together. It shows getting that on first, then getting our wheels. I'll probably do my wheels. No, I'll do the fuselage first, yeah. Do the wheels, and then our connections here for getting our landing gear on. Let's see, I'm trying to see, actually, let me flip. Yeah, this goes over getting your spar on. There's springs for your wheels, your wing linkages, screwing your wings in, getting your wing struts on. Hey, we got 51 guys here. Appreciate everybody coming. Yeah, this is nice. Our R-clips, our cotter pins right here, okay, for getting our wings onto our struts on the wings. There's our tail. We just kind of talked about that. This is pretty self-explanatory. You really don't probably need instructions even for this to get it together. And then there's our tail rod there and stuff. So let me go, let me flip over here. Let me see if it shows anything about the tires. Something tells me it's not going to, but here's your ESC program guide. If you guys want to reprogram your ESC, it's all back here in the manual. Trying to see if it shows. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about the tires. So, but I think they're air-filled. I think that's a little plug, guys. I think this whole thing is a plug right here that you can unplug the cap, I'm pretty sure. I haven't really watched the FMS ads yet, but I'm pretty sure that this is a plug. Yeah, it's a plug you can pull out and stick an airline on there and pump these up or whatever. So I guess you could stick something in there maybe and, I don't know, get the air out if you need to, but yeah. So anyway, let me go over to here. Let me grab, I actually failed to get myself an Ernst stand, but I'm going to go grab one because I have one sitting right over here. Let me grab, I got one down here in front of the TV. Here it is. There it is. Let me grab that. I'll come back here to the middle. All right, let's see. And we're going to get this fuselage in place, guys. This is nice. This is real impressive. because we're gonna throw this thing together. I use my Ernst stands for everything, as you guys know. Ernst Manufacturing, made in the USA. They make the best stands for airplanes and cars. So let me get some of this stuff out of here, because I'm going to get this kind of built. Let me put this, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick this down here for 1 second. I'm try and get some of the dirt out of this. This has been out in the field here. So here, let me switch my camera view too, get you guys in on the stuff I'm doing here. So every time I build a plane, you guys have seen this before. If you haven't been here before, you get the idea. But I usually just take all my parts and I put them in one of these Ernst stands or Ernst trays. Since I'm using a stand, I'll just stick that in there. So it looks like we've got a, looks like that's a flap, a triple flap connector. I don't know what that's about. I'll look at that when I get into that. But anyway, there's a triple connector. That's probably not for flaps. That might be rudder. I don't know. We'll look at that later. Anyway, screws right here. Looks like they're all the same size. I think they're 10mm metrics. So let's drop those. Drop those right in there. So we got all the screws we need here. Let's see. Let me see if we can zoom a little better here on that. And then what else we got here? We got this is our center strut where the springs hook on, and here's the springs and the landing gear strap. So we got springs. Ah, here we go. That answers my question. These are meant to be pumped up with a tire inflator. So they give you a little inflator knob. So do not overinflate these. I'm sure you could blow these wheels sky high. They probably don't even need a pound of pressure, but yeah, they give you an inflator, so you can do some inflation. So got our clips here. Looks like we got these. Looks like we got these are the straps for getting our landing gear on and all that stuff. So yeah, we're good to go. All the parts in here are ready to go. So let me move this aside. Let me zoom here. Let me zoom out a little bit. And yeah, that's our elevator linkage because the rudder is already on there. But let me go into a little detail on this because this is kind of neat. The tail's got this. Camera's wobbling just a little bit. Sorry about that. There's our receiver tube. Okay, for our line or our aft fuselage half. And then there's our pass-through. Let me get this lined up better. There's our pass-through hole. And then again, we've got holes here that are backed by plastic, okay? And they're backed by plastic. You can see that if I zoom on that right in there. See, they're plastic backed. So real nice there. And then fuselage all around. This is all stickers, guys. Put stickers all over. This finishes real nice. And the underside is beefy. Look at that. There's your exhaust exit right there for getting your air out. Your air comes in through the front here, okay, through your motor, which is well ventilated. So you've got lots of space here for the intake scoops, right here for the air to come in, and it can pass through the battery, receiver, everything else, and then go out these holes. So, but this is beefy. This is the part I like right here. Look at the landing gear mountings. Those are beautiful plastic fittings. I mean, they just did a killer job on that. I mean, look at that. And they're all machined metal holes. Here's your pass-through for your float wire to go through. So really neat. Really nice. And then there's your wing mountings. Wing mountings are all really nice plastic fittings. There's your pass-throughs for your spar right here and for your connections. And then, of course, all brass threads, all metal threads. So they're killing it, you know, in the plastic molding department with threads and stuff. So, but man, this is beefy. In fact, this is one piece. That's something to make this landing gear really tough. They've glued that in place solid. And it's all ready to receive not only your landing gear, but your floats. I'm assuming that the main landing gear is going probably here, and probably here, and then, or maybe here. I'm not sure. How wide is that thing? Oh, wait, let me just check it rather than guess. These are different wire sizes. There you go. There's your main gear. This is your aft float mount, okay? So that's where that's going to go. And in fact, what I'll usually do with something like that is rather than lose all my parts right away, in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Just to, oh no, you already lost one. Dropped it. All right, already hit the floor once, so here, let's see. I will probably already, let me just stick these in here and see if these fit. Those might be even the wrong size. They might be sort of the idiot-proof type. So let me see if I can get, there we go. See how not, oh shit, sorry guys. I moved that away from the camera while I did that. All right, I dropped one in, there it is. So here's the other one. These are form-fitted, these are for the floats, okay? And I think they're idiot-proof, like they only go in one side. So I had to kind of feed it in the backside. So what I'll do with those, right off the bat, is grab the screws, okay? Stick these things in there, and just tighten them, because I don't want to lose them. And I often will lose this kind of stuff. So even flying this around normally, I'll just leave all this stuff in here. Again, these are 3mm metric screws, but they're a 2mm, you know, hex drive. So let me see if I can get that tapped in, get that one tapped in. I should be able to spin these pretty fast. So yeah, I usually, again, this is the aft float mount. So I'll do this just to get these in place, okay? And that way I won't lose them later. When I want to go to floats later, which I'm going to do with this for sure, I know where the mounting straps are. They're not lost somewhere. They're just in the back of the plane here. So yeah, let me get this down there. And then actually, even when I put the floats on the airplane, which I'm assuming the float mount's here and probably here, the front one. It probably skips the middle one. You know, I'll put those plastic straps back in and screw them in place so I, again, don't lose them. So they're not like lost somewhere in the back of my car or toolbox or something. Just put them all back in all the time and you'll never lose them. You'll know where they are. So yeah, we'll get this all in there. But there's our gear mounts, which we will slap in here in a second. But let me get the back of the fuselage on first. But I love this. This is great. All plastic, real tough. Cowling's real nice. Everything's nicely painted. Got some exhaust stacks underneath too. And I don't know what this is. If anybody knows what that is, I don't know if that's a carburetor opening, but it's like a ball. If anybody knows what that is on a Piper Cub, you know, shout it out, because I'm not really sure what exactly on earth that round ball thing is. So I guess I should know, but I don't. So anyway, so later, let's get to this. This is your hatch, your latch mount. Very nice latch mount. Let's see if that'll snap in. Yeah, these are the good kinds. Tongue and groove in the front, and then we can put this thing on, and without even touching the latch, we can just push it down, and it locks. So that's positive. They're making their latches and hatches and stuff better. The old kinds were magnetic, had tape and all that. Some of them still have tape just by design, but having a positive latch lock like that, that's the best. You just gotta love that. So, and let's see, we got this in here. This is probably a reverse wire. So we probably got reverse thrust on this plane. That's not something you want to do during flight, but for reversing in water, okay, and backing up the airplane, that's awesome. That's probably what this is, because it's a speed controller. Anytime you got a speed controller line that has a yellow line, a separate yellow line, that's usually some reverse going on there. So yeah, that's what that is. And then all your wires are already plugged in. Your reflex is way down in there. It's already secured. Anytime you guys got a reflex, make sure it's secured. If it's wobbling around, take it out and secure it back in place, because a wobbling receiver will, or reflex or stabilizer of any kind, if it's not secured to the plane, your plane's going to go nuts. You're not going to be able to fly it. So just make sure it's secured. Then XT60 connector. So yeah, really cool. Strap down here, of course, your usual, Velcro deal here. Let me pop this off here. This is your Velcro attachment, which you guys know me, I'm probably not going to use. I'll just use the strap and put my own shelf liner on there. But you can attach this to your battery, so that's a good thing. So, but that's it. It's nice and clean in here. I'm glad to see they stuck, I think, reverse. I'm assuming that's a reverse line. So we'll mess with it probably during the flight demo, and we'll talk about that when we fly the thing. So, and there we go. I really like that. That's a positive lock. Very, 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 very cool. So let me put that on the rack, and then we'll look at the tail. This is plastic, baby. All plastic fitting in here. Even the edges. So they did a nice plastic insert type deal. There's our pass-through. Nice doubler on the rudder. Foam hinge, but laminated again. Tail wheel. I'll put a little foam tack, guys, on that E-ring so we don't lose that. That's a micro E-ring, and it's spinning around on me saying, I want to fall off your plane and lose your tail wheel for you. So a little dab of foam tack right on the edge of that, okay? We'll keep that locked in place, and then you can always remove it still. It's real pretty stuff. So yeah, contact cement, preferably foam tack on all your E-rings to keep that on. This is a nice smooth finish, real good, real nice. And I like the way they have this kind of attached. And in fact, I'm gonna undo this right here. And then these are gonna pass through here. So we'll get this ready to go. And that's pretty much how that whole deal, is gonna go together. So let me go ahead and switch views here, guys, and we're going to get this together right up front for everybody. Let's see, what do we got? Trying to look at the comments. Big Jim, everything. RC is here. I bought Jeff in LA a night timber at Bigfoot. Okay, let's see. Timber X. Guys are talking about comments. Mike Bird. Such a fun plane, Jim. Noah Cluten's here. I'm getting this right now. Hey, if you can use my link below, man, I appreciate that. Just click on my link in the video description box below. That helps out. Let's see, yes, that, what is it, flanker tanker saying, yes, that's seen, but click takes you to the 1700. Maybe they're set up for it now. Oh, here, is that what it's doing? I think if you guys click, here, let me check on that real quick. Let's look at the link real fast and make sure I got that set up for you guys, okay? I'm pretty sure I did that right, but you know, I've never done anything wrong before, right? Here, let's see. Let me go, yeah, if you click on any of these videos right now, this is my Twin 70, or let me go to this video. Here, let's look at, let's see what we got. Let me go to my channel. I'm going to click us over there. Let me go back to website stuff so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, let me go to my channel. Let's click and see, let me go to my live stuff. And let's go to live and watch what's going on. 63 guys watching. I appreciate that. All right, if you guys click below, if you guys go to the description underneath, let's see what it does, because I don't really, yeah, here, PA-18, if you click on that at FMS, boom, let's see what it does. It should take you right to it. Yeah, there it is. So, and are they in stock? They should be. They sold out that fast. But yeah, there you go. It's in stock. So, and then also Fair RC, if you guys want to get it there. Let's see, do I have that on there? And I got coupon codes, so check that out below, guys. Those should work. If they're not, let me know, and I'll see what's going on. But yeah, here's your thing for your PA-18 Super Cub, guys. It's all good to go. So, yeah, so check it out. Yeah, all my links are working, guys, so just want to make sure you guys are good with that and can get on in there with it. So, yeah, it's available at FMS. So, again, the new site is FMS Hobby. So, here, let me, I'm screwing around with that, aren't I now? Oh, sorry, guys. I just... trying to get my picture frame straightened out. It's all messed up here now. Let me go to websites. Let me zoom this over. Here, I'll put that, you know what, I'll put that up in the corner so you guys can check that out. Leave that there. So let me tap on that and make sure we're out of the way. So let's get this thing together. Let's get this party started. Let's see, let's get this in the right place. So let me see if I can zoom on that. And I'll get you guys, yeah, it's kind of messed up a little bit there. Let's go down. Go right. No, let's go the other right. There's our 0. So there we go. We got that. Actually, let me move this stuff out of the way, guys. I got too much stuff going on here. Got parts everywhere. There's parts. Parts everywhere. Here, let's get this thing lined up. Let's get this here. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna insert these in here. Let me get the canopy latch off. Actually, you know what? I will close that website because it's crazy. So yeah, if you guys get one, again, use it through my link. I appreciate that. At no cost to you. That's how you guys can really, you know, really support the channel and stuff. So me and Steve all appreciate that. So let's see. Let's get this through here. I'm going to see if I can just drop these on in here. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do before I do that? I'm going to put my glasses on. And I'm going to go to my hobby knife real fast. Here, let me swap my view here. I'm going to do my usual, guys. You know what I'm going to do here, just because I'm going to feed these in there. I'm going to tighten up my connection, and I'm going to make an attempt for you guys to see it on there. With my SU-27, and the J11 I just did especially, and I do with most of my planes, is I will go through every single connection and make sure that they're tight. You don't have to, but this is just what I do. So I don't have too many crashes. I have some from time to time. Usually when I do it, I'm doing something stupid instead of, you know, something failing. It's usually not something. That's the thing is, like I say before, I say it again kind of thing, is that you don't have to check all these connections, you know. Just check the ones that you don't want to fail, okay? You know, and that's especially when you're dealing something with like an SU-27 where the stakes are a little higher and stuff. You want to make sure these are tighter. So I just pull these out a little bit and then just put a little pressure on that thing just to make sure they're nice and tight. Mostly when you put a connection together, you'll feel if it's loose, if it's not, there's not enough, you know, there's not enough bite there. So by pushing one down and pushing it closer, then when you put the pin in, you can really feel it when you put the connection in that it's tight. Yeah, sorry, that's kind of graphic, but it gets the point across, you know what I mean? So, and I made a separate entire video about this thing, guys, called Save Your Plane. And it's about how to make these connections tighter. So since I'm doing this, especially on the elevator, that's real critical. That's my rudder. So rudder's kind of important too. So they're all important, but really elevator, throttle, all that kind of stuff. Throttle's real important, especially BEC line, because if your BEC goes down, you know, if you have a bad BEC connection, then you lose all electricity to your receiver, and you know, it's not even a brownout, it's just a loss of all electrical power, and then boom, you're going down in flames, man, or you know, or the plane's gonna just freeze right where it's at, and just it's gonna fly wherever it was frozen at. So yeah, I'm just tightening these up right now, just because I do want to be able to. Where the heck did that darn thing go? Oh, there it is, way down there. Some of these are manufactured a little bit differently from batch to batch. So, but yeah, I just pull them out a little bit and just tighten it up. I mean, you can take it all the way out if you want. Like here's just getting it all the way out. You just risk more stabbing yourself in the finger, and you don't have to use a hobby knife necessarily for this. You can use something else, like a pin or just something small. So, but this is where you don't want to poke yourself. So, and my dexterity's not as good, or my visual dexterity's not as good when I'm wearing, you know, contacts, and I'm also wearing just my regular or reading glasses. When I have my bare eyes, I can see sharp as heck. But when I got my reading glasses in, you know, hey, not so much. So anyway, so yeah. With these on, I'm not as sharp, so there's a greater probability I'm going to stab myself in the finger when I'm doing that stuff. So here, let me see. Let me go back to the chat log so I can watch that while you guys are on there. 64 guys watching. I appreciate it. Hey, Big Jim Everything gave me $2 for the coupon codes of Fair RC. Both coupon codes are not working. Okay, sorry about that. If the coupon, yeah, I'll have to check it later. They may be older codes. So they may have actually expired in October, so I'll see what I can do about getting you guys new ones. So, but I don't know if they're running those promos now. There actually might be, hang on a second, let me look at something real quick. Because sometimes they give us codes that last a certain while. Here, let me try this. Let me see, let me just go to FMS itself. Let me go here real fast, because if there's a promo code, I want you guys to be able to use it. So let me check this real fast. Let me just go to FMS. They may already have a pre-sale, or it's a Black Friday sale, planes up to 20%. So I don't know if they have a separate code. If you guys sign up, see if there's a code from their site. If you use my link, it still supports us. But the code is just sort of an additional bonus for you guys. So, but I'll have to check in it later, because I don't want to stop the whole show here. And I will look into that, though. So if you guys do get something later from it, just let me know or contact me, and I'm going to see if I can update the code after this, or see what's happening with that. So let me get this going down, and let's see if I can get those in there. Normally I'll stick a wire through there, but I'm going to try to use the force to get this down in there. So I'm just going to feed that line down in there, because I can kind of see down there. So I'm going to try it without a wire to start with. Let's see if I can get that. I think I got it. I'm just using gravity as my ally here. I don't know if that's going to work, but I think it worked. Yay. So there you go, guys. It can be done. Okay, if you use a little gravity and you can straighten those wires out, just drop them right through, and you're good to go. So there you go. In fact, I'll give you guys even a close-up here of what this is, how this went together. So, shoot, sorry. I'm trying to get that farther out. There you go. See how nicely that went together? Just use gravity, drop it through, stick your 2 screws in there, just line these up, and voila, we're good to go. So let's get some screws in there, and we'll see how that goes together. All the screws are the same size; they're 10 millimeters, so it really shouldn't be a big deal. So let's see if I can get that lined up, get that in there. I'll drop this down in there. So yeah, the coupon codes might be older ones, so I don't know if they're doing new ones or promos or what right now, but let's see. That doesn't want to seem to screw in there at all, does it? Let's see if I can get that to tap. No, that's not going in there at all. Here, let's see. I don't know what's going on. This is magnetic, so let me pull that out. Maybe it's not lining up. Yep, this doesn't want to get away. All right, I'm using the magnetism of this to hopefully get this down in here. Let me pull this apart and see what's happening there. Let me make sure these are going to thread. A lot of times I'll just check this out, make sure there's not a burr on there or something. No, that's going in nice. That shouldn't be a problem. So let me do this. Let me squeeze that back together. Oh, I see what it is. You can, if you sight down in here, you can kind of see that it may not line up perfectly. it looks like the screw is kind of farther, the hole is farther towards the back. So if that's going on, then what you should be able to do, I think, is put this on here, get it in there, and just maybe push it towards the back and see if you can get that to line. There we go, I got it to bite. Yep, you can feel it in the screwdriver, and you can hear that click because it just bit the screw. That means it's a very tight fit, so that's actually a really good thing. So yeah, just sight down there with your eyeballs, and you can see whether the holes are kind of lined up or not, and it looks like the hole was kind of farther towards the back. So, but once I kind of angled it a little bit, I could get it to bite the screw. And then also squeeze these two together, and that should help. So here, let me flip this around, see if I can get the underside in there. And drop that in there. See if we don't have maybe the same problem with that one. Let me look down there and see where that's at. Yep, same deal. I don't know. Here, let me see if I can show it. I don't know if I can show it in here. Yeah, I probably can. It's hard to see down there, but I can tell that the threads are way, oh, no, I can't see. It's gone to blur. There we go. Way down in there, I can see that the hole is kind of farther back a little bit. So I'll just do the angle deal again and see if I can get it to bite. See if I can get it to lock in there. I'm going to squeeze it together. That's what you get. You get a second person and kind of squeeze these two halves together, and that'll actually help line it up. So let me I can probably do this by myself, though, here without any problem. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to put one arm on here, and I'm going to kind of, there we go. You felt that snap. I angled it backwards a little bit, and there it bit. But that's actually a good thing, guys, because you want the tail to be on tight. They may have done that intentionally, so you don't have a loose, like a loose gap here. It's actually it's squeezed together now. So it's pretty solid. And I think that's probably one of their objectives is to make sure the tail of this is real solid, because you don't want that loose and flopping around. So it went in there great. So you got to shoehorn it a bit, but that's a really good thing. So yeah, it's starting to get big now. Nice size. Really like this thing. It's cool. So let's get, okay, well, let me throw the canopy on here real fast. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. Let's flip, yeah, let's do it this way. And then we'll do our gear, just kind of like we were talking about a second ago. We'll throw that on like right now. So let's get, in fact, let me go, when I get it far, that's going to be farther away, isn't it? Okay, let's see. I can get the camera in a better place. I can move this right here. All right, guys, I hope you guys are liking the in-depth coverage here, because it took a little while to rig all this, but I think it's good because I can give you guys, rocking the camera. I give you guys pretty much firsthand what I'm seeing, So you guys are like right there with me. You guys are right there with me while we're building this. So let's see. Let's get this going. So we'll take our other plastic fittings. I'm going to throw my, not plastic fittings. That's the wrong terminology. These are the straps for the gear. And let's see. Why am I only seeing 4 of these? Oh, I see what I did, I think. Hang on, is that going to go? Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's see what's going down. This one's going to go in here, so I've got to put... Ooh, am I missing some of those? Oh, that would be bad. Oh, no, those are part of the struts. That makes sense, actually. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put that in there, and then we're also going to put this into place, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to go down in there. And then we're going to take these and put these in position. Again, these are all, I'm not mistaken, these are all the idiot-proof type. So they were designed for most of us, I guess you could say. Let's see, so they're simple to put on. I think you got to put, I don't know if they're side-specific. I'm messing with that right now to see if they are, because they might just be, but these fit in here pretty nice. Let's see, let's get that. I don't know if they fit one way better or the other. They look kind of universal to me, but I can't. Let me see. Let me get. It doesn't want to come out there, but it's a nice fit. Now, I think these are universal. I don't see any difference, any asymmetry in these. They look like they're both symmetrical, so that's probably how they're going to go on. And then the rear ones, which is a little weird, but that's part of the wing strut. See, the wing strut's going to come in from under here, and then that's going to secure your gear on. So you're always going to have these on here. I know I was talking about storing these somewhere, but they're always going to be there. You're just going to pop them off to get the gear off, I guess. Or maybe the float has to go here because that's what the extra one's for. So yeah, so what I'll do for right now is I'm going to put these all in place. See if we can spin those a little bit. Let's get that in place. Screw that in. Yeah, this is awesome. I love airplanes like this, man. Everything fits well, I hope. And, you know, the quality is good. I mean, like the best. And, yeah, this is nice. Nice screw together. Nice, satisfying pre-Thanksgiving build assembly here. Spin that around quicker. Spin that around quicker. Sorry for blocking the view. Get that down in place. There we go. And I think the instructions say to just stick the springs on at this point, I think. So yeah, this is cool. I can't wait to get this out and fly it. So let's get that down in there. Yep, beautiful plastic parts. God, I love it. I love nice molded plastic parts. That's awesome. Fit in there nice and tight. Very good. Be cautious using thread lock. I usually don't use any when these have a good bite like this. Remember, any thread lock that you get onto plastic, it will deteriorate the plastic, okay, and make it brittle, and then it'll break. So, you know, just be real careful. I'm not using any, as you can see. And I wouldn't. If you're going to use anything for thread lock, use a little foam tack on the threads, because that makes it kind of sticky. Don't put a lot on, but if you really want foam tack, or if you really want, you know, some kind of thread lock on threads that are near plastic, use a little foam tack. Or you can even put foam tack over the screw just to kind of keep it in place. So that actually waterproofs it a little bit too. So, and then here we got a couple of springs. So the springs are going to go on like this. We're going to attach them. And we're going to stretch it over there. And then same thing here. We're going to grab this one. And we're going to stretch this over. Yeah, get that in place. And there we go. Now we got our spring suspension. It's just that easy. I might actually take, in fact, just for the heck of it, let me grab a pair of pliers down here. And let me see if I can find, sorry about that, folks. I'm just searching for some pliers that have some grip on them. I am not finding a pair. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me use this. Here, I'll try this. I will probably, and this is, I don't think this is in the manual. I need one with teeth. This doesn't have teeth. I will probably squeeze. See what I'm going to do? Let me see if I can zoom on that. This is just me. This is not the manual, okay? But I'm going to try my best here to close this loop up a little bit so the spring doesn't get lost. Okay, so not something you have to do. I'm not sure if I can recommend this later, but for now it seems like the thing to do is to just close that loop up a bit so the spring can't pop off of there. That may not be a bad idea. Maybe later it will prove to be a bad idea, but I don't think so. I think I did this with my other one too. So if you squeeze them a bit and close them, again, that's just my 2 cents. If you close the loops, sorry, got a wobbly camera now, then you probably aren't going to lose these, you know, even if one side pops off, because, you know, you don't want to lose a screw and then be looking in the grass for it. I really need one of these with, I need a pliers with teeth, really. This doesn't have any teeth. These are kind of flat, so I can't grip. But there you go. Close them. I'll probably close these up a little later, too, just so they stay in place and we don't lose that spring. So, but look at that. That's awesome. Nice aluminum block fittings here. So, let me get a little closer there. There we go. These aluminum blocks are killer. And you may want to check the security of those. It's not going to hurt anything. Just make sure those are tight. Yep. Probably use a little turn or two there. Yep, that's tightening a little bit. And then even right here. Check that out. Yeah, that's pretty tight. And then there's one back here too, actually. So you can check all your you know, grub screws, set screws, you know, make sure everything's nice and tight on there, you know. Because sometimes you never know at the factory, they may not have, you know, turned it quite as tight, you know, as maybe it ought to be. So yeah, guys, here we go. Let me move my window. Let me jump down here and move my window so I can see a little better. Move my my bridge control panel here. So Junior's in the house. All right, we got TFS Nugget. So let's see. What does he say? Jim, Big Jim Everything RC says just had to after seeing this much good quality and the 179 with the free shipping. Yeah, I couldn't pass. We'll join the night timber. Kingfisher's awesome. Yeah, and the 2 carbon cubs in the hangar. Yeah, this is a sweet airplane, guys. Repeat, the coupon codes work at FMS. Oh, Big Jim Everything says, repeat, the coupon codes work at FMS. Just bought, rich plus free shipping. Yeah, free keychain. There you go, yeah. Just move the code from Fair RC link to FMS link. Okay, that's good info from Big Jim. So just use the coupon, guys, if you can. So I try to get you guys as many coupon codes as I can when I can. Sometimes I'm so busy, I get swamped. I'm like, okay, there's the code. And then sometimes they expire and it's like, oh, shoot, I got to get another one or whatever, or see if they can issue me another one. Or sometimes they're not having a promo. So yeah, it's, yeah, I appreciate you guys using my link again. We do everything free. Don't ask for money. I appreciate you guys using the link. So let's see. So there we go. We got our wheels on. And what should we do next? Let's get the tail on next, I guess. This is pretty simple stuff. I'm kind of doing this without the instructions, even though I glanced at them just a few seconds ago. So, but this isn't too hard stuff. So, but let's get the tail on here real quick. And for kind of learning purposes, let me flip this around a little bit. I love putting planes together. Like it's just so nice when they go together well, and there's just no problems. Occasionally there's a weird fitting thing here and there, and I got to go off the cuff here with going, hey, what am I supposed to do with this now? But here, let's see. We're going to slide that in. We're going to go through the middle section, and oh, this is nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a nice fit. Oh, that goes together so well. I just love these. Here, I'll show you this. I just love these plastic pockets. This plastic pocket is just awesome. I mean, it's plastic top. It's the bottom, but it's also the sides. So this actual plastic area here slides right down there and locks it in. And that's what's to keep the lock in place. That's what that's all about. And then this hexagonal fitting in there is awesome. Look at that hex. You got to love that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm digging that. So yeah, here, let's see if I can slide that on there with you guys right there watching as I'm doing it without it falling off the table. So here, let's go. Let me get this on here. Let's see. So that snaps in place. Let's try to pull it apart. That was it, guys. I guess this has to engage here, so you got to really make sure it's in there. But yeah, it looks like that's popped down in place. And then to get this off, all you have to do is push on this tab right here and just pull it out. And yeah, that's it. It snaps right out. That's really cool. So very nice fit, very nice tail. Always pull. I'm pulling on both sides, trying to pull it apart a little bit. You don't want to break it, of course, but just check it to make sure it really is locked in there. Make sure this pin is down in that hole, and you're good. That's nice. I really like the tail wheel kind of mount here. They did a nice job with the plastic doubling going on there. FMS has really mastered all of that. They've learned from prior issues, but man, they got a nice tail thing on this. This is really good. Yeah, I'm liking that. So, all right, let me grab the link. I'll just pop that on. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but I'm going to stick it on the middle hole just to starters, just for a starting point. And let me back this out a little bit. You don't want to back out too much, guys. Make sure that when you do adjust your rods, linkages and stuff, you don't go too far out on this. That's kind of your job. If this thing isn't fitting right, then you may need to take this and skew it back a little bit, which kind of sucks. It should be long enough. But always be careful you're not unscrewing your ball link too much where there's not enough thread. So, you probably want to have, and I'll take a ballpark guess here, you probably want to have at least 5 millimeters, if not more, on there, So if you unscrew this too much and you don't have enough thread and you lose that ball link, you could be hosed. So just don't unscrew it too much. Just be careful of that. If you have to, contact FMS or whatever and say, hey, the rod's too short, because that happens sometimes, folks. The rod on this darn thing, these things can be too short, and then you're going to pull this out. So if you're ever unscrewing it, make sure you're not unscrewing it like too much, because you can run out of rod, and then there goes your plane. Your plane goes down in flames, and then you're blaming FMS for it, so you don't really want to be doing that. So, but yeah, I mean, sometimes they can put a shorter rod in there accidentally, or the rod's too short. Let somebody know. Don't just fly with it with a short rod. Or again, you can, if you really want to go fly, you kind of lose a little bit of deflection, but if you just take this horn and instead of making it 90 degrees, just center it so it's back a little farther, and then you can screw your, your ball link back in so you have more more threads on the rod to bite. So that's not preferred, but it's safe. You're not going to have a problem with anything. So another thing to check too, and I'll just point this out real quick since we're here, make sure you've got threads. On occasion, no matter who makes this airplane, these threads right here can be non-existent, okay? You can have a situation where a rod gets molded, or they turn the threads on this usually, and the threads are not deep enough and there's not enough bite on this. So check the quality of your rods. If you're finding you're turning this thing in place and it's really not threading very well, or even it's pulling out, you could have a bad threaded rod. So just let someone know. FMS will be glad to send you, another rod or something. They don't want the plane to crash or something. So, defects do occur, even though they're not, not something people want to have happen. But it does happen in the world. So that's how things are. So let me grab my really quick. I need a set of ball pliers here. Hang on one second. I think I put those in my radio case. Give me 1 second here. Although they could be anywhere with the mess I got going on here. Let's see. Yes, they're here. This is another must-have item, ball link pliers. So occasionally I don't have them, so I have to snap something in, but you definitely want to get yourself a pair of these if you don't have them, especially if you got FMS stuff, because of the way that. These are for putting on and off. So there you go, and make sure it's tight. Sometimes you can have a loose ball link. Actually, that went on kind of loose. Let me see, that kind of went on loose. Let me turn the other way. Let me try. I'm trying to flip it around here now and put it on this way. It might be tighter the other way. So, yeah, that was a little tighter that way. So sometimes you got to turn the ball link to make it snap onto that ball quick. But make sure that ball, is attached the way that it's, supposed to be. So there we go. That's the tail in a nutshell. So there we go. That's some nice tail there. Look at that. Check that out. That's cool. Very nice. Very nice. It's all, look at that. Look at the shine on that. You can see you can see with the lighting the shine on there, and the simulated covering slash ribs, wing ribs and stuff. So very neat. But it's a shiny finish. They really got a good bead on the fit and finish of the airplane overall. So that's a good sized plane. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm liking that. So, all right, let's get the wing on. And to save a little time, I'll do my connections later. I normally would do this right now, tighten all of these to make sure they're on secure, but just so, because there's 3 for each wing, I don't want to do all that right now. So, but I'll go back and pull those out and do them. So, but for time for the video, I'm just gonna get this all together. Nice carbon rod. It's got a nice, let's see if it's got a good tight, yeah, it's got a tight fit. Yeah, that's what you want right there. It's a nice tight fit. So let's put this one here. Yeah, I'm liking these wings. They did a good job. So these are, in fact, here's the, actually, let me do this. Let me use this camera here real quick so you can see really well. This is a spar slot right along here. Those are spar jig slots. And then right here, these are your outer strut supports that you put an R-clip in, or cotter pin really. And then right along here, these are where the intermediate struts plug into the top of the wing. And then there's your plastic screw holes right there that go in. So we'll pull this out. Let me back this off. And let's get this wing on here. So we'll slide this way. Let me see. Time permitting, I might throw a receiver in this. Let's see. I thought I have a receiver sitting right over there. I do those ones somewhere. You grab these and just sort of straighten them out a little bit. And then let me turn this like this. Let me get this in place, feed that in. I'll drop the 3 of these in here, and they're all labeled, it looks like. Well, the flap is labeled, and then the other 2 are not, but one's aileron and one's two leads for the lights. So here, let's see. Let me get that in there. Let's see. And let me pull those through. There's plenty of space to grab this stuff, so that's definitely nice. So there's a lot of room. I'm just trying to find no, I'll stick it through this side here. I don't know where that one went. The light wire disappeared on me in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yep. Nope, it did disappear on me. There it is. I'm just pulling the wires through so you guys can see how that is. And here, let's see. I'll flip that right there so you guys can see. There's where we got all that. There's your wires fed through, and then we're just going to slide. And I got the spars bottomed out, so let me pull it through this side a little bit. There we go. And glove fit. Look at that. Beautiful. Just outstanding. I'm liking that. So let's take, and those are all through here. So those leads are right here now. So, and you can see one of them is a 2-wire. That's just for the light, the wing light and the landing light probably. And then there's your flap and aileron. So you're kind of good to go there. So let me see if I can actually just flip this without changing any camera stuff. Let's see if I can go right back into the cradle here. Yeah, these Ernst stands, man, make my life so much easier. So they're really, really good. So, yeah, Ernst Manufacturing, all made in the USA. So, and they've been making them for decades, actually. They recently just got back into all the RC stuff. So, and started producing. I think they stopped for a while, but they got back into doing the stands. So here, let's go. See if I can get that. Not sure if you guys can see that. Trying to lock that in place. There you go. I'm just wiggling the screw a little bit. Another situation where you may have to take the wing and just sort of push it on to get the hole to line up. But that's good. Like I said, you want that. That's what makes the thing tight. So, all right, based on the position of the landing gear, maybe I should have stuck the wing on first, but no, it's okay. We can get to it. There we go. You guys can probably see that okay. And that should lock in. It should thread in. I can feel it threading. Usually that's the kind of thing you feel in the screwdriver, is whether it's threading or not. So let's do that. All right, so that's in place. Let's do the other side here. I'll flip to the outer view. And there, it's getting big, guys. It's 1300 millimeter, they say, but it's getting large. It's getting large and in charge. Let's see, let's get that right there. And here we go. Let's do the same thing here. I think you guys get the gist of this. It's pretty simple. I got tape on there that's messing with me. Let's see, we'll get that in place. We'll line that up. I'll do the same thing. I'll try to pull these through here. We'll try to slide these in. Get that going in there. All right. Nice to have a nice plane. I think in the old days, I don't think you could have done a live show because the airplane took like 6 months to build out of wood. Can you imagine how long a video that would be? So actually, it'd have to be in segments. But yeah, it's so nice that we can slap a plane together this quickly. So, only problem is a lot of people don't know how to build anymore. That's sort of the issue with it. Is guys that kind of don't really learn the basics of kind of building and assemblies and stringers and ribs and wood and glue and all that kind of stuff. So let me get that through here, and I can see the wires. They're right through there, so real easy to grab. I would have liked to have seen some single point wing connectors on this instead of wires, but actually this is easy enough because everything is really close. Your holes for your connectors are right there. So let's see, glove tight finish once again. So let's do that. Let me slide this back. I'll swap views again. I'm going to flip this around. Well, hopefully without breaking anything. And we'll get this in such a way that y'all can see what I'm doing there. We're almost right in the middle of the screen. Look at that. Sweet. So I'll zoom a little bit. Go up a little bit. Oh, no. Raise the table. There we go. So, and then we'll pop those in place. Here, let me come back a little bit. Actually, you know what? I should just do this. Here, let me go wider. Let me go lower, and let me go down. Here, let's do that. Oh, man, look at that. That's multitasking. Look at that. That's crazy. That takes some serious dexterity for that. So it's a challenge. All right, so there we go. So we'll do a little zoom in there. And there's our wing holes right there. So we'll line that up. And where are all my screws at? Oh, they're under here. Here, let me slide around under here, try to find those. Usually FMS is cool because they give you usually a few extra screws. So, they give you a few spares. Probably mostly so they don't give you, they'd probably rather give you one or two too many than, like one or two not enough. I think is probably what they're figuring. So, Here, let's see. Let me get this in place. Let's get that in there. Yep, this is a pleasurable assembly. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. That's going in. Get that nice and tight. Yeah, nice tight fittings on all this stuff. So, yeah, very, very cool. So let me back out on that, and we all can see how that's going together. So I'm going to try to get this in such a way. Let me zoom this up a little bit. No, wrong way. That's down. Let's see. Sometimes I don't get that quite right, but let's see if I can zoom a little more and show you. We can see these, right? Yeah, those are the two pins. So if I were to take the strut, here's your strut, and I'll show you this little top view here. There's our strut with the holes in them, and then here's our intermediate strut that kind of pops down in there, and then there's our two kind of main screws. So we'll take, here, let me flop the view real fast and show you this. We're just going to take this. This is going to sort of slide in there where this locks in. These are going to pop sort of into place. And then actually this folds down. You know what? I probably ought to snap these in first. Probably the way to go. So get that. And all right, we got 51 guys still watching. So appreciate that, guys, for coming by. This is nice. Let me see. Is that supposed to snap in? You know what? Let me get this screwed down first and bolted down. And then we'll go with, here, let me grab the cotter pins, which are in here somewhere, or the R clips. They're cotter pins if you're in America, and they are R pins if you're in China, so I guess. So here, let's see. That's just what they call them over there, I guess. R clip, it kind of does. I guess if you think about it, it kind of looks like an R, right? So let's see, there it is. The R clip, actually the other way, yeah. So they're referred to as many things. I call them cotter pins, but R clips, I think, is one of the terms they use over in China for these things. So we'll put, let me see if I can get that. Actually, you know what? I can probably show a pretty good view of that, like right from here. Yeah. Sweet. All right, let's see. I don't think anybody goes to the length and to the trouble of detail that I go to with these things, so I try to show you guys what I'm looking at here. So let's see if I can get this popped in. These are probably going to be pretty tight too. So let's see how that's going to go in. Yeah, that's tight. That's a real tight clip-on. That's what you want. I'm thinking I'm going front to back on these. It's probably the way to go, but you can probably put them in any way. So, and then this is the end result right here. Oh shoot! I just crashed into something. That's what they look like right there. I just slid those two cotter pins in place. That's it. That's all that is. So it's pretty simple stuff. And then here, I'll go to the top view again. What the heck? Let me just stay on there so you guys can get a good view of that. See, there's your clips, R clips there, cotter pins. And then here's our last combination wing strut slash doubler. So, and then I need screws. All right, and those are underneath. So, right where I can't get at them. So let's see. Let me grab 2 screws. So I got to lift that up for a second. Sorry about that. Let's see. And then here we go. We'll slide this, down here, right where we were. And I'll put that in place. So that should be pretty straightforward there. There we go. And that's biting in nicely, actually. It almost feels like it's cross-threading, but it's not, which means that those brass threads in there have maybe a little burr on them or maybe cut a little tight, but that's fine. You want that to be a nice tight fit. Plastic with brass fittings doesn't get better than that. And then these struts, let me see if I can get back onto this picture. These struts right here that pop into place, this right here, let's see. You can see these right here. That's what I was trying to show. Let me go down a little bit. There we go. These, I think if you put a hand, let me back off a little bit. If you put a hand underneath here and then grab these and push down carefully without breaking it, they should snap. That's what I was trying to do. It's kind of a hard push, but you also don't want to break this plastic. So here, let me do that again with this one closer though. I'll put my hand underneath. And then I'll zoom a little bit so you hopefully can see that better. And then take this and carefully just push it. It should snap in. Let me get another hand under there in a better place. Let me see, I'm going to try to really, I'm using my thumb to push on that. So
I don't want to break through the wing. It doesn't seem to want to snap in there. I know it's supposed to snap. Pull it out of there and see why it's not, why that's not going in. Yeah, it's a tight fit. Tell you what, I'm going to hold off on the snapping of that. Let me get the second wing in and kind of compare, rather than go, go nuts with this one and break it. 'Cause I'm really pushing hard on that thing. That really shouldn't be that hard to push on. Here, let's try. Let me go to my top view. Let me slide this. Give me a second. Let's slide this over. We'll try the other one and see how that one's, maybe there's some burr in there or something. Here, we'll slide this over. Let me see if I can go to the top view and get a good angle on that. Let's go back off here a little bit. So there we go. We've got our wing there. We got our two cotter pin receivers there. We've got our two things there. Let's take the other one. Let's see. Maybe I need to snap it on first. Let's try that. Let me put this in here. That just locks in. We'll get these two down there. Let me straighten these out first, actually. Let me try getting that back one on first. Let's try that. Let me grab the cotter pins. I'm going to slide those on first. So actually, that's actually probably a really good job for pliers also. So, although I feel like I'm going to lose that way and break something or wreck some foam. I'm finding it's kind of hard to do this without dinging your leading edge, so kind of be careful slapping that on. But no, those go on nice. They're tight. That's the thing, is you almost have to shoehorn this cotter pin in place too. So let me slide that. Yeah, that goes on pretty nice. I guess you can flip those around however you want and do them either way, but that's fine. Let me try getting this back one on here. There we go. Actually, that one went in better. I'm not sure why it wasn't going in before, but that one snapped in too. So, yeah, they snap in pretty tight. They're just snap-ins, guys. That's all they are. And then here's our two screw holes here. We'll get those in place. Let me get those in there. See if I can get some zoom going. You got to love the multi-camera thing here going on. Don Pottinger gave, $35. Dude, I really appreciate that. You don't have to, but I do appreciate that. You should check the RC Sailors. That idiot crashed his plane on the first try, had a intermittent bad elevator servo and flew it anyway. Yeah, you really don't want to do that. So yeah, that's not the way to go. Hey, I appreciate the super, I guess it's a super chat. Yeah, so I appreciate that, but you guys don't have to. Again, like I said, instead, if you buy something, use my link. Like I tell everybody, I appreciate that a whole bunch, definitely. But, again, if you guys keep your money and buy a plane from my links, and that really helps me out. That supports us a lot. Not only because we make a little from it, but really it just shows that people are watching our stuff. That's kind of important. That for them, they see that and they go, yeah, hey, Rich is doing a good job. He's showing everybody stuff, and so. But I do appreciate that, guys. It's awesome. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Dion. Here, hang on. Let me spell that right. That's my eyesight, not your writing. Dion Pottinger. Hey, I appreciate that. Awesome, man. You're the man. So, all right, let's see. We'll do questions and stuff mostly at the end. So still 56 guys watching. Appreciate that, guys. That's nice, yeah. Yeah, when you got intermittent stuff, you really don't want to be flying it. So it's better to just kind of wait. I mean, you can always have accidents in the beginning. Usually if you're going to have an accident, it usually happens on the first flight often. So here, let me scroll out here. Let me back off here a little bit. And yeah, this is getting to be nice. I mean, it's kind of funny. It comes out of a little micro, sort of a midget-sized box, but once it's together, this thing starts getting big. Let me zoom up a little bit there for everybody. Let me slide this over. And let's see what we got. Let me grab, okay, we got our tire inflator. I'm going to have to try that out. Let's see. And then we've got, I almost wonder if this triple connector isn't for, it says flap. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure. I'll mess with it here in a second and see if I can figure it out. Let me put the stand down because I don't think we need that anymore. That Ernst stand. And and if somebody else super chatted and I missed it, I'm sorry about that because I kind of get locked into this. So, but I do appreciate all that. Let's see. I am getting a phone call, but it's not ringing on me. No, let me close that down. Make sure it's nothing going on. No emergency happening anywhere. So just check my phone. So she's asking, Amy's asking me, are you doing a live show today? I'm like, no, I'm doing it right, or tomorrow I'm doing it. No, I'm doing it right now. Feel free to call me. Everybody would love to hear from you as a caller. So call if you can. I'll see if I get Amy in here to call me as a caller. We'll see. Because we got her with the Bad Baby Mod truck, FCX 24 there. So we're going to have her doing that. So yeah, there's a lot of wires. I'm trying to figure out what that. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to, just for kicks. I can figure it out on my own, I'm sure, but I'm just going to go. Let me go back to the top. Yeah, I was going to say, guys, I never rush getting planes out. I'll wait months, even sometimes, before I'll fly anything, if I don't have something quite figured out or settled out. I don't want to show it. I don't want to wreck it, and also I don't want to show it to you guys if I don't know what the heck it's doing. So, you know, it's not really about. It's not about selling airplanes. It's about, you know, hey, getting it right, showing you the right stuff. So here, there's our CG too. Here, let me see. Is she calling me? No, that's someone else. I doubt she'll call, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, there's our CG. It's showing 60 to 70 millimeters when we get this going, ultimately. So, and then also here's rates and stuff. So, but you know, I usually eyeball that stuff myself. So, I'll look at the book rates, but I'll usually eyeball it and think what I think is right, and then I'll just kind of go with it and then go, yeah, I was right, or no, I was wrong. But I mean, you can only go so wrong with a plane like this too. So. Here, where did I put, that's weird, they give us one triple connector. Usually there's a Y harness for the rudder because you've got a float deal, but that sometimes comes with the float. Let me see, this came with, well, yeah, all right, well, anyway. Guys, that's about it mostly. Let me get the spinner on here, okay? We've got, yeah, man, that is it. This is nice. I dig this. Yeah, this is cool. So let's get the spinner on there. Let's go down a little bit. No, that's the wrong way. We'll zoom in on that. I got too many controls. I need one control panel for all this stuff is what I need. Here, let's see. Let's go. No, we'll go this way. Get you zoomed in on that spinner area there. So I'm going to put this on, but again, if you ever power up the airplane, it's not getting straight there, is it? Power it up without the prop and spinner on there the first time, especially, at least until you get your throttle cut set up or something. So let me see if I can put that on there, get that lined up, see how nice, see how good of a fit that is. That looks pretty robust. It looks pretty cool. Oh, it just fell off the side of the table. All right, let's get and then this metal threads, guys. Gotta love that. So yeah, take your time with all this stuff, folks. You know. Especially when the magnitude of the airplane goes up, you know, just take your time. Don't rush to get stuff out flying it. I've seen so many people doing that, and then the plane crashes, and then they're like, oh, it was this, it was that. It's like, so, yeah, but just take your time. I mean, don't rush with it. Just get it, you know, get it set up so it's, you know, so it's safe and stuff, and it's, you know, you don't want to wreck it. So, why is my my thing not working? No, my Zoom thing's not working. Oh man, technical difficulty here. Let's see. I'm about to run out of here. Why is that not, it's not tightening. Oh, that's weird. All right, let's try this. Let me back this off. See if I can figure out why that's not threading through. Yeah, it's getting stuck on there or something. Let me look through, there we go, now it's working. For some reason my thing stopped working. All right, that's all right, no big deal. Here, let's go to this top view. I'm trying to see if there's some thread issue going on in there. Now the threads look okay. So here, let's do this. Let me go, let's try this out. Let me go grab a pair of, here, let me do this. What I do if this is an issue, because I can't really grip this shaft all that well, what I'm going to do is just put a sort of an open end wrench on there. See that? All I'm doing is grabbing the hex drive right there with that. And then let me see if I can get this. There might be a little burr or something in there that's not tightening, so I might need to get past that, and I hope I'm not going to break it. Sometimes you can bust stuff this way, but I can't really get a grip on it. But okay, it looks like it's just working its way through probably some part of the, and I can't grip the shaft with anything, so other than this this open end wrench here. So I'm trying to do this a little more methodically than just kind of yanking it. But here, let's try and get, yeah, I need something, I need to be able to grip this. So let's see. Yeah, it's working through whatever it's stuck on, and that thing can be kind of sharp, so you got to be careful with that. Let's see, let's get that in there. Let me see if I can get, yeah, I'm just tightening it, just getting it on there. Let me back it off a little bit. Yeah, I got it to go farther in there. This is probably one of those things that's just a one-off where for some reason I've got a burr probably in the metal in there or a burr on the end of this or something, and you just got to work it through one time. So usually these go right on, but it is gripping. So again, this is probably just totally a one-off here, but this is one way to kind of work through, you know, this kind of a small thing. I'd rather have this and have it be tight, you know, than have it not be tight enough. So it's just awkward to, it's just an awkward kind of deal, but not a big deal at all. Here, let's see, let's try. There we go. I'm just tightening it. I'm just getting it through there. I can feel it working through some kind of high spot in the metal or whatever, so, but not a big deal. Mine is probably, often I get stuff like this, and like mine is like the only one that does it. I remember when I built the, the extra 540 or Edge 540 from Hobby Zone. And my whole tail assembly was glued wrong. And I was doing a live thing, and off the cuff, I had to cut the foam out, take a chunk out, and then glue it. I had to think on the fly. Mine was the only one that had that flaw. It was an assembly line flaw that, for some reason, they had, you know, who knows, the B team on that day for whatever, and they just put it together wrong. I don't even know how they, so, but I was the only one that got the weird one, you know, so I try, if I can, not to show that kind of thing too much because people get the wrong idea. Oh, it's all messed up. It's like, well, no, mine was the only one that had that problem. So, but that's pretty notorious for, see, that's unusual because this already has a hex drive under there. So they've been using that on a different plane, and I'm not sure exactly which one. But let's put this all on there. And let's see if we can get that to bottom out. Yeah, now we got it. Now it's nice and tight. So just had to work through something with the threads there. That's all. And if you have to, if this vibrates, you just balance the prop in the spinner. That's all. Get it on a balancer. So yeah, there we go, guys. That is that's pretty much it. So let me see if I can get the lights rolling. So, but let's see, Rich. It was a 35 ZAR, $2. Still nice. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Thanks. Oh, was it a 35? Oh, no, I didn't. Here, let me see. 35. Oh, it was. No, it was ZAR. Yeah, ZAR. Oh, ZAR was 35. All right, yeah. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks. Check the RC sailors. That's why I didn't crash the. Yeah, no. Yep. There's all kinds of things going on. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. Let me see if I can look really quick at what on earth. And I'll probably pull out my, whatchamacallit line there, my, oh wait, what is this? They put a, oh, I see what they did. Here, check it out. I'll show you in the top view here. They took, let me do, I'm just looking in here to see what they actually did. Oh, very cool. Here, look, they took, put this on the edge of the table here. They took the aileron line, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you that, but I'll try. Right on the Reflex. Yeah, I'll be able to show it to you. Right in here on the Reflex, this is all labeled and ready to go. But on the Reflex, they took, right here, okay, this channel right down in there. That's the ailerons. Well, they put a Y harness on it already. They should have probably used a heavier gauge Y harness on there. This looks like this is almost like a park scale type thing. But the Y harness for the ailerons plugs right into there, so that's nice. This is the S-Bus PPM mode line. And then, here, let me back off a little bit. I got too much zoom there. There's our rudder, there's our throttle. I don't know, maybe the, oh, that's right, the flap is a triple, and I'm not sure why, but let's see. Maybe they meant to put a, yeah, I don't know what that's all about. That's weird. Let's see, let me get, and then there's another, let's see, that's for, sorry for my head being in the way there. You know, that's for that, and then elevator will plug straight in to the Reflex, and then we've got our reverse line, and then that's really it. I think the lights were intended to be, let's see, because there's a flap line that comes off of here. Yeah, so if we're supposed to go, maybe it's flap, flap, light or something, but there's several lights. Let's try this. Let's try plugging this in. And again, I'll go through these and tighten these all up later. I just wanted to do the tail for now because I wanted to make sure that was good. So let's see, let's plug that in. Yeah, I might not get as many hits as I probably should get because I don't really do a whole lot of crash videos. So, I mean, I crash, but not that often. I got to put a blooper reel together here eventually for everybody. So we'll do all that. There's flap, and then there's a light wire there, and there's a light wire there. And I don't know if those are meant to go into something or other, but tell you what I'm going to do for now, though. I'm going to take one of these flap lines out. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to wire the whole receiver now. I'll do that later. Get that going later. I just don't want to go through all that because it's pretty simple setup for this thing. So if I plug that straight in, and that's plugged in, let me see if I can get that in there. All I'm doing, what I'm going to do just for kicks, guys, is I'm going to plug the lighting in and get the lighting going for everybody so y'all can see that. And I figure if I go through, if I just plug it into a servo tester, we can do that. So get the lights rolling. I'm assuming the landing light is on, and the wing light are on one wire, I'm assuming. So they probably harness those together. So, all right, so that is that. Let me get, and again, I'll get all that wired in later. We'll talk about the flying stuff and the setup there during the flight video. But for now, I'm going to take out my handy dandy servo tester there. And let's see, plug that in. Let's get that going. Let's see if I can get lights going. Does anybody want to care to wager on the lights if they're going to work here? They should. Hopefully they don't smoke or something here. Let's see. There we go. Let's go through here. Let's stick that on. And let's get that on. There we go. Yay, they worked. All right, cool. So that'll give you guys an idea of the lighting package on this thing. And yeah, those are pretty bright, not bad. So let me get, in fact, let me do this, just so I can put the canopy on. We can kind of talk about this a little bit. Let me run this through here. I'm going to see if I can do this. Grab one of these running through the center here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go gravity again here. I'm going to drop this line down in there. See how far I can get that to go. And yeah, this is one of those short instances where gravity is actually your friend. So, doesn't always work that way, but sometimes it is. Let's see, let me get that. Yep, there we go. I was able to poke that thing through, get that going. We'll get our lights plugged in. We'll do a lights off deal so we can get some, see how that all looks. Yeah, there we go. Get our canopy on. Hey, baby. My girlfriend's home. She's downstairs. Here, hang on a second. Let's go. Let me turn the lights off. Y'all can see. Oh, no. Have a collision there. Yeah, baby. There we go. There's our, oh, my top camera light came on. I really don't need that, but it came on automatically. And, yeah, that's what we got. So it's shining. Something's sliding. Hang on a second. I knocked something over here. There we go. That was making a lot of noise, that box I threw down there. It was making enough noise to bother me. So yeah, here we go, guys. This is, if I can only, I could turn that off. Let's see if I can go into my menu. Let's go into that. Is that off? Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Look at that. So there you go, guys. There we are in the dark with our landing light on there. That's bright. Look at that. You gotta like that. That's pretty cool. So it's got some good lighting on it. Same lighting as the big one, guys, up here. So it has probably one more wing light. I think it's a slightly larger wing light, but still, you know, that's the deal, is it's got a wing light and two nav lights. So same thing as the bigger airplane. So yeah, really cool. I'm liking that. That's very, very cool. Nice bright lights. It's amazing what they do with these lights, man. So pretty darn awesome. Man, I'm looking at the wrong side there. Yeah, I think it's a single bulb, if I'm not mistaken, a single Cree light or something. Let's see what we got. So yeah, but man, really nice, folks. So Got to get me one of these. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So here's what I'll do is let me get the light back on. Let me put this one. Let me see if I can go back to my top camera light that was automatic. So that just automatically comes on and shines down. So let me try my top view and see. Yeah, so we're zoomed out a bit. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, there we go. So it automatically turns that on for night ops. So my night ops camera. But yeah, look how bright that thing is. Holy smokes. I mean, it just goes absolutely nuts. So really cool on the lighting package. So here, let me turn that off again here. I think I can do that right from here. Yeah, there we go. No, turn off. There we go. So you can really see how bright those are. But wow. Yeah, so I'm digging it. Yeah, nice light package on it. So this would be a nice night flyer to actually, you know, maybe wire up with more lights on it just to light the whole airplane up because it's a white airframe. So, or mostly white, I should say. So, all right, let me get the lights back on. And we'll take some questions, talk about some stuff because I've sort of been blowing out. Let me get that top light on. So really cool. Let's get the main light. Oh, man, run to the light. Run to the light. All right, and that is it, guys. We are good to go. So let us see. Let me move this over a little bit. Yeah. But these tires are awesome. You can see how much sponginess they have. They're going to be great on pavement and grass. So no change in the tires. Fill them with air with the air filler that they gave us. That's pretty cool. Very easy assembly. No glue, folks. So, you know, can't go wrong with that. And then still 50 guys here. I appreciate it, folks. Yeah, this just takes a 3-cell, 2200 or bigger. It'll probably fly easily with a bigger pack. So really whatever you guys want to put in there. So, yeah, don't forget the wing strut. Oh, did I pop that one back in there? Did I get that in there? No, I didn't. Ooh, you're watching closely. Here, let me see if I can get that. Let me try to push it from the underside. Yeah, good call, good call. So I don't know that those are too structural, but man, I'm having to really ram that in there to get it to, let me see if I can wiggle it a bit. Yeah, thanks for the tip there, man. Yeah, I can't get that. I'm gonna mess with that later. I don't know what's, I don't know why that's so hard to get in there. There might be something really blocking it or something. So, yeah, I'll mess with that later. It's just not snapping in all the way. So, wow, that's a weird one. I wonder, tell you what I'll do. Let me throw my glasses on here real fast. Let's see what we got. Pump those wheels up. Yeah, I don't think I need to. I think they're factory set nicely. I mean, you want them to be a little cushiony, but yeah, I don't have my pump with me. But yeah, I think they are air-filled, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, man, so let me see if I can get this. Let me look in there real quick. Here, let's see. Let's go to the top view. Yeah, this is the strut. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, but let me pull this up here and see. Let me put my glasses here. Yeah, it's this one right here. For some reason, I'm not getting that. Let me look down in there and see if there's something blocking it. I don't really see anything kind of getting in the way. I don't know if there's something that it's just not like locking. So I almost feel like I need to. Let me put this down here somewhere. Let me see if I can get a little more leverage on it. I just don't want to break it because this is one of those kind of things you force it, you might end up busting something. Tell you what I can do though. I bet you that what I might be able to do is just shave a little plastic off that. It might be catching on something on that side or something. Maybe do a little sanding or something. There might be just a burr edge on the end or something, so maybe that's what it is. I'm just guessing, but let's see. Yeah, no, it does not want to lock in there. It's going in, it's just not locking. Here, let's try. Very cool. It might be just locking on the actual locking tab down there. I'm trying to angle it a little bit. Man, it does not want to snap into place though. It goes in, it just doesn't snap. Let me try a needle file here. Let me pull one of these out. I got tons of needle files down here. Let me see if I take a round one. I might be able to kind of me see what's grabbing in there. Yeah, okay, I see that a little bit. I don't want to shave it down to the point where it's not going to lock, but there might be just a tall thing sticking out. Let me take a half round type thing. I got one of those here somewhere. There we go. This one's sort of a half round one. It's kind of almost the same shape. Yeah, there might be just a tough edge that it's just not. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to file it too much, but there we go. That snapped it in. That was it. Just there was a little plastic burr or something going on that. Now I can't get it out, but that's all right. So, yeah, that's it. So when you transport this thing, you probably can just unscrew these two right here. Okay, if it fits in most, this will fit in most cars, but probably unscrew these two and then unscrew these two and just leave all the wing assembled probably. I mean, you can undo these and unpop those. I would have liked to have seen a quicker, since you got, these are like quick disconnects, but these are not. This is not, and those are screws, so, but yeah, no, I mean, that's nice. It works out well. Let's see, let's go back to the regular view. All right, man, thanks for the heads up there. So, let's see, air hammer, loosen the bolts. Now, there was a burr. There was a plastic burr because it locks onto it. There's a thing that goes in and it's got a detent around it, and it was hitting on those high spots is what it was, I think. So, but yeah, nice model, guys. I'm going to unplug the lights here so I don't burn them out totally. But let's see what we got. Hi, new to this channel. That's Todd Krogel. Let me see if I can scroll back a little bit and see. And in fact, if you guys are new to the channel, give me a shout out so I don't have to scroll all the way back, and I'll call you out. Arthur RC is here. Arthur's got some nice stuff on his channel, so check out Arthur's stuff there. Nice little bird. Glad to announce he'll have one in France. Okay, so Arthur RC is going to get this in France. And also, guys, I have in my link below, too, if you guys want to support me through Turbines RC, you guys can do that as well. And I definitely really appreciate that. So if you guys click on, if you're over, guys, in Europe, and you go to the bottom of my video right here, if you go to Turbines RC in Europe, click on that. Here, let me go back. Hang on just a second. Here, I'll show you that too. I got links below my videos for like a lot of stuff, folks. So let me highlight that just so you can check it out. So if you guys are in Europe, you guys want to support the channel, here's the here's what it looks like. No, that's not doing it, is it? Here, I got it up there. So. And then let me scroll, let me zoom this a little bit. There we go, so I can get more of the plane in there. But yeah, if you guys go to the links or go below my video, any of my videos, and especially the newer ones like this one especially, and you go down below to all those links, there's Horizons, all sorts of stuff. But right here, you can go right here to Turbines RC. It's anywhere really in here. So, and if you click on that Turbines RC link, that'll take you right to them. And then I didn't see it on there. Let me go FMS PA-18, let me go see. Let me see, I think only the larger one came up if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it brings up a bunch of FMS stuff at Turbines RC. And I didn't see the 1300 though. Yeah, you see here's the 40, you can see right on the screen there. There's the 45, or sorry, 1700 millimeter, but I didn't see the 1300. They're probably gonna be adding it pretty soon, so I'll add that to my links of stuff. But if you guys use my Turbines RC link and buy something there, we get a link from them or get a little bit from them too, and they're really cool over there. Florent and Fabrice, those are the guys that run that place over there, so they're really cool. I will visit them when I get to France next time around, so hopefully. So let's see, but yeah, man. But again, all the links are down there, so you guys can check that out. I did put these top links, and again, guys, coupon codes right there in my thing, so check them out. There's the PA-18 again on FMS, and there's the PA-18 at Fair RC, basically same group there. So yeah, real neat. And so there we go. So all right, let me get back to the chat. Let me see if I can answer any questions that anybody might have. Let me no, not that one. I did the wrong one. There we go. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. All right. All right, let's see. What do we got? I'll try and read some of this stuff. Rich, I think you need... no, that flipped. Oh, wait, hang on. Show. What is that, Rich? No, I lost. What the heck did I just do?
There's a show or hide. Arthur RC. Yeah, come visit me, Rich. Yeah, Arthur's telling me to come visit. All right, I'll see if I can come over there. I don't know why it hid that. It hid that message. I had to activate that. So yeah, Arthur RC's got some good stuff on his channel for sure. So yeah, Mike Bird says Tiger Cat's an amazing plane. Yeah, like I said, if I could have only one, that would be it. So have a Tiger Cat in the box. That's from Big Jim Everything. My flying talent's not there. Several times Rich has said that. Yeah, if you can have only one, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, the Tiger Cat, guys, is easy to fly. It's easy. Don't be intimidated because it has 2 engines. It's probably one of the easiest planes. It's got a big wing with big dihedral, 4 sets of flaps that come down, and it slows down to a crawl, man. And it's just very easy to fly. Big, strong landing gear, big wheels, bearing supported. You just can't beat that plane, man. And it's got power. It's not the fastest airplane around, but it's got power. So it probably does 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour maybe. But the vertical performance is awesome. The slow speed is great. It's a fighter plane, so give it maximum. That's one plane. You want maximum aileron throws. Not so much the elevator, but maximum aileron. Program in a little bit of rudder with the aileron. You know, do a little elevator to aileron to rudder mixing. So when you roll, it gives you a little bit of rudder, a few degrees. That helps the plane roll. I think the original Tiger Cat actually had a hydraulically boosted rudder just for that, to give it roll. Because with a big dihedral like that, when you roll, it causes a yaw, or when you yaw, it causes a roll. So yaw is progress roll, so it helps it roll faster. So aileron and a tad bit of rudder in the Tiger Cat, remember, it's a fighter, it's not a bomber, so it's meant to maneuver. So nice size plane to pop in the car and take to the park. Yes, it is. Good park size flyer plane if the park will let you fly it there, if they don't kick you out. So get in there, fly, and get out fast, you know. I might be one of those guys that gets arrested for flying a model airplane. Wouldn't that be great? Who else we got? We got, we talked about Todd Krogel's here. Someone, I see someone has a box Tiger Cat. Yeah. It is as badass as it's claimed to be. Yeah, it's the baddest one out there. We got San X up. Man, you guys, let's see if I can read that. San X up. Who doesn't love a cub? I will always have a cub in my hangar. But keep in mind, this is like a different cub. These super cubs, you know, they'll fly like a trainer all day long. I mean, you can fly them real easy and, you know, whatever. But man, they are aerobatic. I mean, let me try to get, let me see if I throw that video up again here. Yeah, here it is. I'll throw that, oh, what the heck, I'll throw that up there. Because you guys can see, this is the bigger brother back here. Okay, the larger one. So, and let me pan up just a hair. There we go, so you can see that. Yeah, there it is, right up at the top. But this plane is awesome. So let's see. Yeah, like I said, this is my 1700 millimeter Cub video. You can see that's no takeoff roll. I mean, it's just full throttle and it just climbs on power. Here we go. Let me see. Oh, no, here, let me go. Let me back this off here. There we go. Take it off. Straight up. So, but it maneuvers so well. I'm sure this is going to be no different. So again, you can fly this, which I haven't flown yet, but you can fly that, this, whatever, like a trainer all day long and have fun with it and don't do anything crazy with it. But you can go full on aerobatic. You probably 3D it. I'm not a 3D guy. I don't know if it has a thrust to hold, hang it up there, but it does invert it. It does, you know, knife. It does knife if you work at it. It does stall turns great. It's got a powerful rudder. It's super aerobatic, as you can see here. See here, I'm inverted, just turning, going around a turn. You can see how nice it flies. I mean, it's super smooth. So it's a trainer, but it goes way beyond that, the Super Cub. So great performance, and yeah. So I love that. That landing gear is tough. I almost wonder if they're not going to make a note to FMS, make a tougher, nicer set of wheels for this one, just rubbery. Like I said, I like the hard wheels for grass. They're to me, it's like the best. But for pavement, they're real hard to land on. So this is kind of it is like the best of both worlds here. Yeah, I'm not even going to break my glass table. So yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. I mean, you can't beat that. Yeah, so you can mess up a landing with this, and yeah, you'll be good. So here, let me get back to my, yeah, there we go. There's my aerobatics and stuff with that. You know, I could probably do a second window, but here, let me pause that. Let me go, yeah, there we go. Let me pause that up. Let me get back to my chat log there so you guys can see. Yeah, so let's see. We got FIDC2. Man, you guys got some hard names to read here. Let's see. FIDC2. I'm newish, laugh out loud. That's all right. Just go to your local field and find out who's instructing and get a plane, and they'll show you how to fly it. It's just that simple. So get a simulator. Simulators are awesome. Get the real flight. The real flight was a new one, is the Evolution or something. So let's see. I have a Tiger Cat in the box. Yeah, like I said, Tiger Cat's easy, guys. Who else we got? Todd Krogel. Let's see. Justin Cole. Any thoughts for near beginner on any big versus Timber versus Tundra versus this Cub versus Stoll plane? Honestly, guys, any of them are good for learning on. I mean, really, you can do any of these. Another one that I really like. So you can do this as a trainer. Learn to fly on this 1700 millimeter Cub if you want to go big. Bigger is usually a little better because they're a little easier to control even. This 1300, perfect for it, you know, for learning to fly. Just gets, the bottom line, when you're learning to fly, number one thing you need to learn to fly, a good flight instructor. That's it. You don't need stabilization, you don't need, you know, any devices or any BS. You just, all you need is a good instructor and a good plane, and you're golden. So, but the other plane I really like is the FMS Ranger, baby. I'm going to put that up because that's, I hail that as one of my favorite because it reminds me of a Cessna 152, but it's really a 150 Aerobat. That's another plane. You can fly like a trainer, and you can go way, way, way beyond. So let me throw that up there. And here, let's go Ranger, baby. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do this. If you go to my video and you go below and you go to FMS, let's see if it'll pull it up. If you go to FMS Models, WARBIRDS, I got them divided up here. WARBIRDS, EDF jets, trainers. So if you just go right to, shoot, where is it? Here's the Ranger. I have a Ranger. There's actually an 800, a 1200, and 850, but I really like the 1800. So if you go to Ranger, that's it, baby. This to me is the holy grail of training sport aerobatic planes. It's right up there with this Cub. I mean, they're all kind of, this is tricycle gear, and this is a 4-cell airplane, this Ranger, so right there. So, but this is one of my favorites, man, this thing. And you can put them all on floats, that's the thing. You can put that on floats, this on floats, the Ranger on floats. Some of them actually share the common floats. I'd have to probably do a video of that and show which ones are which, but the landing gear does rake forward on this. I know a lot of guys don't think so, but it does. This one, it's raked backwards, but that's actually wrong, but that's okay. It'll work either way. It's not the end of the day or anything. So, but here, what is this thing right here? What is that? What does that got? Oh, free LED lights with it. Oh, you get free lights if you buy the Ranger. So, but yeah, and then there's a 1200 and an 800 millimeter Ranger. Actually, I got the 800 right there. So sitting on the wall on my my Flying Tiger rack up there. So I'll make a quick mention of that. So there's my Flying Tiger racks up on the ceiling, which I'm going to get some more up there. You know, again, time permitting as usual. But this is where I store all my stuff, and I've got a whole wall rack over there. I got a whole one over there. I'm getting ready to put some more over there, and then I'll have more as time goes on here. So yeah, let me scroll on down, everybody. So yeah. Yeah, let me get back to, let me kill the website deal there. Let me shut that down. Let me get back to, see if I can get some questions going. What time is it? 5:19? Okay, so we've been at this for a little more than 2 hours. Not too bad. So here, let's see, Arthur, where were we at? Let me see, we're going down to 48 on there. Let's see, Justin Cole. Yeah, any thoughts? Yeah, for Justin Cole there, yeah. Bigfoot, Timber, Tundra, this Cub, that Cub, FMS Ranger, FMS Super Easy, which I don't have right here. That's another killer airplane to learn on. Actually, I'm going to throw that back up here again because honestly, if you're really looking at getting a training plane and you want one that's not going to break the bank, but you can still do a ton of stuff with, this is another really good one. And if you use my link, again, it supports our channel. So, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that the link was messed up for this one. So I'm going to click on it and see what happens anyway. They might have fixed it. Oh no, they did fix it. So I have a Super Easy link right below my video. So this is the Super Easy, uses a 3-cell. It's 1200 millimeters. You can get whichever one you want ready to fly. I prefer plug and play and use my own radio so I can adjust things, but the ready to fly is probably fine. That's the Super Easy. The Super Easy you can do everything with too. And again, floats. I'm going to have to do a little research because all the floats for these planes are the same float set, but the wires are a little different for each one, the angles they're bended. So the floats will work on the same for most of these planes. All of them, with the exception of the Beaver. The Beaver has its own, floats because they're big. But the floats are the same for all of these planes, size. It's just that the wires are bent differently, and some will fit on another plane, some wires, some won't. So I should do a little digging because I never really did that and figure out which ones use the same set of floats, because very often you can use the same float set on one plane and use it on the other. So you don't have to buy like 2 sets of floats or 3 sets. Sometimes one set will fit several. I got to do a little looking into that and find out which ones fit which ones. So, but the floats are the same. There's a couple planes out there, 1 or 2, that are just like this Super Easy here. Same floats, but they don't have the water rudder. So there's 1 or 2 I think that don't even have the water rudder. I'm pretty sure the Super Easy has it. This has it. This has it. You don't need the water rudder to fly it, but there's 1 or 2 planes. It might be the Ranger 1200 millimeter that doesn't have the water rudder. Same floats, but no rudder. I'd have to look at it again though. So, but anyway, yeah, man. Anything you get is good. Just remember, get a good flight instructor. That's it, man. Don't try to fly it by yourself. Get a flight instructor, somebody at the local field. They'll help you out with it. So let's see. Yeah, there's a tiger cat at the end of the table. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, there's my. That's part of the tiger. That's part of the box. Here, let me go. Here, let me move that. Let me close that. Yeah, there's tiger cat right there. There's me with the tiger cat. That was the original tiger cat that came out of the factory that FMS sent us to take to Joe Knoll. So that was the very first one out of the factory, out of the mold. So I still have it. It's still downstairs. I'm getting ready to do some things with it, but yeah. And then there's the silver tiger cat, which they don't make anymore. But yeah, that's the F7F. I put it here because it's so awesome. I got to have a picture of it there all the time. So let's see. Yeah. Let me go down to here. Let me look. So the cool. I want to pick one up, but can never find one in a shop. Oh, you looking for the tiger cat? Yeah. Let's see. I came with a PA-18, the Corsair, and F-18. Let's see. Asked earlier and got nice responses from other people. I'm not sure what that was from Jessica. Let's see. Rich, I was saying you need at least 7-channel to take full use of the gyro and reversing. Also, those wing braces like to break easy. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah, I could have just broke it right there putting the darn thing on. Yeah, so he's saying 7 channels. So you got ailerons, elevator, rudder, throttle, flaps, reflex, and then stabilization. So that makes sense. To be able to switch your stabilization. You only need 6 channels, okay, to fly this with flaps. You can plug your reflex just into, well, not into anything, but your reflex will work in the optimized mode, so normal stabilization. Just check it before you fly it. So that's how I'm flying all the small warbirds, okay? I'm flying them all just with a 4-channel, and I have the stabilization it just defaults to the normal, just stabilized kind of mode. So that's really all you need. So, and you can see I got the Corsair up there. We're getting that one ready too. So we'll get those out there next, probably along with this. So we'll take a few planes out at once. Here, let's see. So, oh man, I scrolled down too far. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that was a good tip from Mike Rajka. He was saying, yeah, at least 7 channels to take advantage of everything, but you really only need 6. You just can't switch the stabilization without it. Rich, will you ever do helicopters scale for motion RC? I was supposed to with them, or we had talked about it a little bit with doing some with them, but it just never materialized. So, back in the day, I started with helicopters. Helicopters were my first RC. I mean, well, I got into cars, but then I went right to helicopters. I skipped the airplane phase. and I flew helicopters. So yeah, so I mean, I know how to fly them. I'm not a 3D chopper guy, but I can fly around and loop them and all that kind of stuff. So Larry Sewell, have one coming on Friday. That's from Jose Velen. Hey, thanks a lot, man, for using my link. Got to go, guys. That's from Arthur. Have a good to see you at assembly. My assembly to Rafale video. He's doing an assembly of the Rafale at Thursday at 3, so check that out. Let's see. Can't wait to see you fly this 1300. Yeah, air hammer. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's nice. I love these Super Cubs. Typically, Cubs are sort of benign and they're kind of, you know, slow, lethargic, kind of, you know, just graceful, whatever. These you can do that with, but you can go nuts with them too, and that's what's cool about them. Let's see, John Cornett. Everybody, thanks. Take care. Have a good day, Rich. Keep producing them. Keep up, and then keep flying, and we'll keep them watching. Take care. Yeah, thanks for coming by. That's from Johnny Cornett. I don't know if I mentioned his name when he was here. Richard Hill. It says, "G'day, mate. From down under." Cheers. All right. Richard Hill in the house. All right. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Junior says, "Do you like the SR-71 Blackbird?" Yeah, it's awesome. Who doesn't like that? So let's see. Love it when you give Steve his. Oh, loved it when he gave Steve his present. That's from Mike Bird. Yeah, yeah. Steve. Steve's awesome, man. He's like he's former Marine pilot, guys. So bringing Steve, I got the Marines with me, so it's cool having Steve around. He's awesome. So let's see. And he's good at filming. He's awesome, man. I can't do it without Steve. So air hammer. Let's see. Junior, what who makes that? I'm not sure. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Fidzy 2. Justin, I have a Tundra. It's very good. Stole plane. Can't comment on the others. Also have to fly a Glassar. It's good trainer, but without flaps. X-flighted bigger brother to the. Yeah. Let's see. Mark. That's me, guys. I got to bring my eye drops with me so I can see. Mark Kraminsky. I got the Prime Tundra as a trainer. Very stable flyer. Yeah, it is. The Tundras are awesome. 52, getting all opinions I can. Yeah, Justin, just get what you like the most. So I mostly talk from experience of what I've flown. Since I fly a lot of FMS, I recommend that stuff, but a lot of those others are great too. So I'd say if you want a smaller trainer plane that's, you know, just great all the way around, something less expensive, let's say on the less expensive side, I'd say Super Easy, okay, or this. They're about the same size. If you want something bigger, I'd go with this, the large PA-18, or actually I prefer the Ranger, the 1800. That's 4-cell. That's 4-cell. This is 4-cell. This is 3-cell. And then, of course, the Kingfisher is awesome. So all those are good. So air hammer, 800mm Corsair. Yeah, right here, man. I just got it going here. I got my linkages all straightened out, so I got to get it up and rolling. So yeah, it's ready to go along with the Zero. So we're going to have, me and Steve will probably do some Pacific combat with these or something, Pacific Theater combat. So we'll get those going. He and I flew the Mustang and the T-28 together at Knoll in the fall. I got to put that video out. We were flying them with crappy old 10-year-old batteries, and they still flew. We were almost full throttle the whole time, but that's because, let me turn this thing off. I got this light on in my face. Let me turn that off. Is that off? Yeah. But they flew well, and we did some inverted together, and just some. It was awesome. So I got to get that video out. But man, time gets so short on me sometimes. It's hard to get all this stuff out together. My time is editing. That's where I lose. That's why I have a hard time getting videos out. It's the time it takes to sit and edit. It's just time consuming. So, because I can't put out a crappy video. Like when I put a video, I put it in the computer, and I got to make it nice, at least decent, so I add stuff, and I'll put logos, and I'll do, so, because I hate putting out a crappy, just let's throw out a video just to, try to sell some stuff or something. I like to polish it a little bit. That's why it takes me longer to put videos out. So, a lot of that time's wasted in the editing and stuff. So, where's my drink? I need a drink. Let me see what else we got. What else we got? Let's see, Richard Hill, E-Flight Manual M7 1500 does have a float rudder. Okay, so it does. What else we got? You need 7 channel. Rich, did you do a video on the Zero? How does it fly? I haven't done the little one yet. I got to get it done. I just got the links on it like last night and tonight. So, but I'll get it out there. And I got, I might do a Zero day. I got the 800, I got the 1100, and I actually have the larger one too. So I probably ought to do a video of that and get that out for everybody, because you can get all, hell, you can get all three, guys. I mean, here, check it. Let me click this on. Like I said, I already, I put in the description box below my videos here, guys. I went ahead and I separated all the FMS stuff by warbirds, by jets, by trainers, that kind of stuff. So if you go to the warbirds area, like I said, down at the bottom there's a 0 page, 14, 11, and 800. So if you click on that and go right there, man, I got all outlined. You have to, I think you got to go to the second page. These are parts for the 0. So you can get parts through my links, guys, and that supports this as well too. So, I think it's the second page here I had to click on. But yeah, here's your 14, here's your 800 millimeter, and there's your 1100 millimeter. And that, I didn't turn the ringer all the way off. I guess I should have. So let me lower that back down to there. So yeah, you can get all the parts and all the planes here. Again, 1100 millimeter, 1400, and the 800, all at FMS. And I know the other two are awesome flyers. In fact, the FMS video on that 0 was all of my flying. I had to work at the time, so I filmed the video. I sent them the clips, and they made the video. But that was me flying at the field with Steve or Pete or something. So, but the 1100 is killer. And that's on the wall right there. So let's see. Let me get, what else we got? Do you like the Cessna 172? Yep, I've flown a bunch of the full scales even. Let's see, do you have any tip for straightening out crumpled foam airframe? Yeah, heat it up a little, bend it, put it in some water. I mean, you kind of do your best with it. It's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to, yeah, just take hot water, a towel, heat it up, put it on there, try to stretch it. Some guys dunk them in warm water, you know, and then use filler, or hot water, I should say. Then you use, because it expands the foam again, and it can make it, it can sometimes stretch out foam parts and put them back. And then use filler for whatever you can't, you know, maybe stretch out. Do you have any, yeah, what is it? Rich, about the timber from Horizon Hobby, is it a good, yeah, timber's a good, that's for Mark Askew. Yeah, that's a good beginner plane. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've flown one, but I've seen them fly, and I know lots of guys that have them that say they're really great. So, yes, I saw the movie JR, Top Gun, that was awesome. I like the second one better, I gotta say. The second one was killer. It was really a good story, good flying. Bigfoot, stable, tough plane. Another good airplane, guys. Let me flip another really good plane, guys. I don't know that I have it. Yeah, actually, I've got a, if you guys go up to the top area here, I've got a link right here for Hobby Zone. So if you guys go to Hobby Zone, you see it says thanks for using a link from RCINFORMER. So if you go over here, and you put in the plane, it'll take you to it. So one of the planes, and oh shoot, where is that darn thing? Let me see if it's even in here. It's the, why am I not thinking of the, oh, the Husky. I don't know if they still have it or not. I did a video of their 5S Husky. There's a wheel pant. Maybe they don't sell it anymore. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they don't have it anymore. Let me go to the home page. Yeah, maybe they don't have that. I know I've got on there, if you see, I've got the BA Hawk. That's a nice plane. Also the MiG-29 up there. Awesome airplane. Twin 64 6S. That's bad. The F-15. So the Aero's Technum. I got videos of the Technum too. That's an awesome plane on floats. That's out of stock, of course. A lot of stuff's out of stock. So the Marlin is out of this world. If you want an entry-level jet, the Marlin just smokes it. I mean, it's a really good small. Yeah, there it is, right there. Can't beat it for the price. And you know, Black Friday's coming, guys. So it's probably a good time to get stuff. So if you guys get stuff, again, please use my link and all that. What else do we got? Oh, F-15. They make a really killer F-15 that we've done videos of. Oh, is it not there? Do they not have it? Here, hang on a second. Let's go F. Maybe they stopped making it or something. I can't imagine because it was such a good plane. Oh, maybe they don't have it anymore. Here, that's weird. Arrows. It's Arrows. Let me see. Main page. Arrows main page. Let's see. I haven't been here looking in a little while, so been busy. So all their small warbirds are really good. The 980, 1100, that 980 is a screamer. The Mustang, the T28 1100, all good. Marlin, yeah, I guess they don't have the F-15 anymore. That thing was awesome. So yeah, they're out of stock. Here you go. Here's the Husky 1800 plug and play. The ultimate version is the 5-cell version, but I can tell you the Huskies are good. They have a standard version in stock. So for $299, that's also a good beginner airplane there too. So let's see, the Viper's nice. I have not flown that. It's 50 millimeter. Pioneer's probably nice too. There it is. Why wouldn't that come up? So here's the F-15 Eagle that we did videos of. Well, I thought I clicked on it. Let's see there. There it is. There's parts. Yeah, you see they got my video of it right there because I did some stuff with it. I was actually the first one to get it, which was nice. Beautiful F-15. Flies great. I don't have any stabilization in it. And the thing flies like fantastic. So let's see. This is setup review. Was that the... Here, let me see. Let me click on that for the heck of it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that was us at the field. Okay, good. I got a couple flights of it. But yeah, it flies beautifully. Holy smokes. Fast too, real fast. Good on grass too, I was kind of surprised. But yeah, there it is. I mean, check that out, that's bad. F-15's awesome. Gavin's flown this plane a lot. It's one of his, he really likes flying it. When we fly the MiG together, I always got to fly the MiG because he wants to fly this one. So, yeah, I got to be the bad guy. Yep. So anyway, but the F-15 is faster, so that's probably why he wants to be flying it. It's the Eagle. Let's see if I can get the landing there. I haven't watched this video in a little while. Here we go. Let's see. Remember, it comes in nice. There's flaps. It was windy that day. And again, I don't have a stabilizer in this thing, folks. I'm flying this cold, baby. I'm flying this with no stabilizer in it. So, but it flies nice. Went off of the grass. Can't complain about that. So, all right, let's see what we got. All right, we're down to 34, 45 guys, so we'll probably end up calling it quits here. So let's see what we got. Let me see if I got any more questions. Let me go back to that. So we had a good viewers here today, guys. I think I peaked out at 65, 66, 67 actually was our top peak out. So appreciate you guys coming. So yeah, super cool landing gear on the Cub. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it'll handle a lot of abuse. So. But let's see, what do we got? Dollar for dollar, 1700 PA-18 is a great buy for a beginner plane. Yes, it is. 1700. So, and you know, here's a size comparison. I mean, it's in the background here, but here let me take this so you guys can see the size difference. If you saw the two of these flying together, you probably wouldn't notice too much of a difference in the air, but you could see there is a big difference in the two planes, the size of it. So this one's 4-cell. And this one here is 3-cell. So, but yeah, that's the difference. They're almost identical. They're just, you know, this one's bigger and, you know, really nice value for the money. Flies beautifully. So, yeah, I'm just so glad FMS is making some nice stuff like this, man. They're really killing it. So, can I put that at an angle? And not without danger here. Let me put it back there. All right, stay. All right, so what do we got? Who else is here? Let's see. Okay, Todd Krogel. Okay, thanks for the tip. I'll give it a short shot and let you know how it goes. Oh, which one you getting, Todd? Which one do you think you're going to get? Yeah, like I said, most of them are good. I recommend FMS. I've flown them all. They're awesome. You can't go wrong with any of them. And the others are good too. I know I've flown Tundras. They're good, you know, so super cool. And I have a link just about for almost everything down below, guys. So I appreciate y'all using that. Super cool gear. Say, I'm Michael. Hi, John. Let's see. Have you ever seen the show Mighty Planes? Yeah, I've seen that. Too bad they discontinued the Bearcat. Yeah, the Bearcat's awesome. I still have mine. I kept mine because that's so cool. Bearcat will be back when? Oh, someone's saying, oh, JCB 67. Oh, Dan says the Bearcat will be back. Yeah, when they get stock in. Just keep checking out at Hobby Zone. Like I said, if you guys get one from Hobby Zone, please use my link below. That just supports our channel. Just go and look for where it says, you know, Hobby Zone. Click, boom, it takes you right there. So, in fact, Hobby Zone probably does the best job when it comes to helping us out, okay, as you know, influencers and stuff like that and reviewers and stuff, is that when you click on my Hobby Zone link, it literally says right there, thank you for using a link from RCINFORMER. So they're really cool about that. And then if somebody clicks on a plane, for example, here, let me go down. Let's say you wanted to buy this, let me go somewhere else. Let me look. Yeah, let's say you wanted to buy the MiG. The MiG is sweet. And you hit add to cart, for example, and then you go to checkout. Okay, you'll know who you're getting it from or who you're supporting because it'll say right there. So there it says RCINFORMER. You know you're supporting me. It may have somebody else's code in there too if you've been at somebody else. So make sure, you know, like if you want to support another reviewer, that's cool. Make sure that their logo is there, okay? And then you know that, you know, that's who you're supporting. So, you know, all's fair, you know, so don't want to do anything unfairly. So, yeah. So, here, let me see. Let me click back to the window there. I got to get a bigger computer for, I need like a whole Star Trek bridge display here to do this. Let's see. Let's see. Mark asked you, thanks, Rich. You're the best in the business, best in RC. I appreciate that. Thanks. I put in the effort, that's for sure. Let's see. Airhammer RC discontinued, low sales, won't be back. Oh, no. Okay. So I guess the Bearcat's gone. So I guess mine's like priceless now. So let's see. On the receiver install, looks congested. Got room? Yeah, that's a good question. It is a little tight, but no, I mean, there's you know, some guys take the Reflex out too, and they'll put in, you know, and just like an AS3X or something. So you can do that if you want. I mean, a lot of guys do that kind of thing because that's one less component in here. But yeah, it's a little congested. But here, let me try to put, you know, let me put the light on. The light doesn't come on when I need it. Let's see. Did that come on? Let's see. Let me put that on. Come on. There we go. All right. So there's the light. The light is shining in there. Okay. So you should be able to see. Actually, I got a window in my. Here, hang on a second. Let me tap. There we go. Now I can see in there. Yeah, it is a little congested, but there is plenty of space. Once you get the wires kind of out of the way, I know it looks maybe more confusing than it really would be, but you can see right here, there's plenty of space right down there to stick your receiver here, okay, on the floor, or you can put it on the sidewall. This sidewall is really wide open and free, so you can just stick it to the wall because that's your stabilizer. That's the thing you don't want to be moving. And then down here, it's pretty. It makes it look more confusing with all these wires, but you can see it's actually pretty wide open. And then let me see if I can, without knocking over the other cup. The battery goes all the way up forward there too, so you're probably going to want it all the way up there. So you can kind of see down in there. But it's got two straps. It's got the Velcro down there. I'm going to put my shelf liner, but two nice straps in a good spot. So yeah, plenty of room. But you can see the table down there. There's plenty of space right next to that Reflex, or on either sidewall. So it's a little congested, but it's not bad. There's a lot worse planes that have a lot worse room in them. So yeah, you're not going to have any problem sticking a receiver, you know, in this thing. So yeah, no big deal, no issue with that for sure. So let's see, let's put this. I tell you, you gotta love that. I mean, that's a nice canopy latch. When they snap like that, and you don't have to hold the latch, it's nice. They put a nice big grab rail thing on there, so that's pretty cool. So, all right, let's see. Maybe haven't talked to Dan in a while. Let's see. JCB, the Bearcat, sold out every plane Arrows has. That's why. The Bearcat sold out every plane Arrows has. I don't know what that means. Let's see. The last time I spoke, Dan, is low sales and are not coming back. Yeah, maybe. Didn't know spaceships go 17,000. Did you know spaceships do 17,500 miles an hour? Yeah, yeah, they do. But they're not moving through the air, guys. They're moving through space. So, all right, guys. I think we're gonna close this out. I think we're gonna get this. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with this tail. It almost looks like one side didn't go in all the way, but no, it looks it's in there. So, but yeah, this is cool. There's plastic sticking out of one side. That's what I'm looking at because it's got the latch thing on one side, I think. So yeah, I'll play with that. But that is it, guys. I got to tell you, nice plane. I can't wait to get it out there and fly. I'm sure it's going to fly fantastic. So, and I'll talk about that when we get it out there. So, like I said, guys, set up with all these things. Take your time. Don't rush to get it out there. You know, make sure it's right. If something's wrong, correct it before you go out. You know, so. like I said, sometimes you guys don't see videos from me for a while. It's not because I don't want to be out there. It's either work or, you know, something ain't right. Like I had that SU-27 for a long time. It's right up there. But I didn't fly it for a while because I had issues with one of the elevator rods coming out. Not a big deal, but I ended up putting a slight bend in the elevator because it was scraping. And I didn't want to have the tail scrape. And I didn't want to stall out the servo. And it took me, I had so much stuff going on. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to vise it down to a table and grab a little hammer or a pair of pliers. Actually, you know what I did? I grabbed an open-end wrench is what I did. And I took it and I just slightly, I actually bent just to have it come back. So, because the elevator was scraping against the fuselage. So by bending it back a hair, and that had something to do with the way they put that plastic part on, and there was no readjusting or modifying or just something. So I actually put it on, and I slightly bent it, so I had just a hair line, not much. And then I overbent it, so I put it back on the table, just hammered it down, and just got it straight. And then now I have a nice gap. That elevator clears perfectly on the fuselage now. Sometimes you got to do little things like that, but so then I took it out and flew it. It flew beautifully. Didn't have any problems with it. So, you know, take your time. Take your time with this stuff, especially the stuff that's fast and heavy and all that kind of stuff. So, let's see. There is 2 wires for the rudder. Yeah, there are. So you've got, no, there's not 2 wires for the rudder. No, there's just the single rudder that goes there. If you put floats on this, there'll be another wire that comes in through this hole in the bottom for the floats, okay? And then you can Y harness that and plug it into, you know, your rudder Y harness and then right to the rudder channel. And just use one channel for that. That's an easy way to get out. If you have a second channel, you want to just plug it into another, you can set it up on a dial and actually have rudder or what is it, water rudder steering if you want to. So, Blue Angels are a team of 6. Yeah, let's see. Maybe explain that they are thinking about it and since they spoke. Okay. Let's see. There are 2 wires. Blue Angels, CJC. Yeah, I hope so. Okay. All right, guys. I am probably going to sign off. We're down to about 35 guys. Had a good group of guys here. I appreciate that. And definitely thanks for coming by. Let me see something. Let me put a thing there. That's weird. Yeah, I guess I read that wrong, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So, let's see what we got. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for coming. Stay tuned. We'll have more stuff going on. Maybe in the next couple days, I may put out another video here too, a live or something. I may go live because I'm going to be home for a good part of the week, I think. So, you know, stay tuned. We'll have Amy on the show here coming up probably pretty soon. We probably will do something this weekend unless I got to get to work or something, so we'll kind of see. So Airhammer, thanks for coming. Guys, thanks for coming. And I appreciate everybody watching. So as always, guys, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Share my videos with everybody. That helps out. It gets people to watch more of my videos and channel and stuff, and I appreciate all that. So again, like, subscribe, use the links below, and thanks everybody for coming. I do appreciate it. It's a pretty good turnout for a weekday. So definitely be using my links and use my discount codes below, guys. Check that out and be looking for. I don't know if you can combine or not, but Big Jim, thank you for thank you for using my link and stuff. But be looking for Black Friday stuff too. I don't know if they're going to add more sales on FMS and Horizon and so forth. So, okay, we got Toxic here. I subscribed. Appreciate it, man. I like toxicity here from time to time. It's good. So, but be looking for Black Friday sales and stuff, and I'll try to promote when I get more discount codes or other things. I'll try to post them as quick as I can. But right now, the ones below, you know, Big Jim's saying it's working, and it should be working. So, so there you go. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you all go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys. As always, we'll see y'all next time.